on the table, big
It is
man.
on the table. Big, strong, thirsty
Whoa,
Sprite.
calm down with the Sprite abuse.
I am so thirsty.
Me. So.
Here we are. We're out here on Tuesday, January something, doesn't matter. We're playing Modern.
We in 2K18, boys.
Dude, I hate that year.
2K18?
Why can't it be 2020 so I can, like, see?
We'll just refer to it as 20XX.
Every year's 20XX.
Every year is 20XX if you try hard enough.
Until 21XX.
Nope. Still 20XX.
That's just 2XXX.
No, it's 20XX.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. Every year.
I think
Perpetual 20XX.
we'll ask some friends about that.
There's the time known as BFT, and then current time. Before 20XX and post 20XX. Do you know
How is there post 20XX if it's all 20XX?
It's not a post, it's all 20XX. Post 20XX is just more 20XX. I guess we should talk about some Magic or something.
So if you count the number of lands in Michael's hands, it's about 20XX.
If you count the amount of foils in Alex's deck, 20XX.
It's probably close to 20.
It's more than 20. All three of those cards in play right now, foil.
He's got 2 Ravagers, but he's missing his Galvblast, I don't think his Blinkies are foil.
His Springleaf Drums aren't in yet. His Blinkies are not.
The Spires are mine, which
Yeah.
are sadly not foil. And English.
He's getting those though.
I thought you were going to say he's getting there. Yeah. So there's a Ravager without any dice. Because it's on the stack.
It is on the stack.
Fetch, shock, bolt your...
Vault Scourge.
That's not a Vault Scourge. That is a chicken.
Signal Pass.
You got it.
So, it's a little bit hard to tell what exactly everything is. It just looks like...
I know everything. I don't think anybody else
Do you know
knows
everything?
I do, in fact.
I probably know more about you, more than you on this particular subject.
Particularly knowing things.
It's just things on this subject, not things in general. Like, you probably know more things than I do. You do more things than I do.
You're also, like, a non-zero number of years older than I am.
Dude, I can't fucking count.
I can't either.
You know how old I am? 20XX? That's how goddamn old I am.
You old as shit.
Okay.
Michael's life total, not 20XX. So if we change Alex's name to XX, you see it.
Yeah, see the temptation for that.
But no, we're slamming and jamming.
Alright, playing another Arcbound Ravager.
So for those who can't read money, we have a Mox Opal on the far, I guess the top.
Mox Opal, Ornithopter, Arcbound Ravager on the stack. Blinkmoth Nexus. And then
Laser Chicken.
wait, no, it's Inkmoth. Inkmoth is Infecty one, right?
Inkmoth is Infecty, because like ink.
Okay, yeah, he's a squid, but also a kid. Is that meme still alive? I don't know. I hope it is.
It is now. We're out here playing Splatoon in 20XX with our masterpieces for the N64.
Splatoon is my favorite format.
Well, we have land drops and a lightning bolt, and that's about it for Michael. Unfortunately,
Michael, I don't think is winning this game.
I can almost guarantee he is not. Not double Ravager.
So one big thing, even without all the things that are currently happening about this matchup, is Michael doesn't run any mainboard Wrath effects.
Electrolyze is his only quote-unquote Wrath.
And he doesn't have hard removal. He has Lightning Bolt and stuff, but that's not hard removal against Affinity.
No, not always, especially against Ravager hands.
And worth noting, any hope that Michael has of winning might be dashed by the fact that there's a Galvblast just like waiting in Alex's hand.
Sack it to Ravager. Fetch down to 11.
Alternatively, he could have bolted the 1/1 Ravager to try to get rid of one of the two Ravagers, but I don't know how much help that really does for him here. Because the thing is, he doesn't really have any outs. He doesn't have hard removal, and right now he needs hard removal. He has the, so he had, God damn it. He has the Torrential Gearhulk, which can be a really effective blocker, as well as a, flashback of a spell. Also, things I just realized, you should probably pull up, Twitch on your phone.
Did I? Twitch is definitely up. I am just not on. Forgot to do
Well,
that.
like, more so we need to, like, if
chat
the,
things
like,
are
3
happening.
people in chat want to, like, talk to us.
Hey, there's not 3 people in chat. There's probably only like 2.
Are you not following us?
No, I definitely am. I didn't refresh? Question mark. Oh, there we go.
You can also just, like, you have that little, yeah, there you go. You did it.
I did it 1 viewer.
Alright.
Now we're at 2 viewers. Kill them.
Yeah, you might want to switch over to just the chat.
That makes life easier.
Yeah, you know how to, right? Yeah, look at that. You know how to do things.
Ah.
No, you don't.
Wait. No, yeah. Wait, why can I not? I'm not allowed to do chat only?
What?
What? Why are these grayed out?
What?
What is my phone? Is it even a phone at this point? What?
Hello?
There's no reason I shouldn't have chat.
Alright,
What? Okay.
so I guess we'll have in the video on your phone as well. I hope you're connected to the Wi-Fi.
I am connected to the Wi-Fi and also charging my phone. It should be fine.
Okay, should be fine.
Should be.
Alright,
Not fine. Nothing's fine. Michael, not looking fine. 1 damage away from that Gulf Blast.
you know what is looking fine, though?
His
Mana base. His mana
yes.
base looks fine. Except for that one Heathen Steam Vents. Ooh, he has an Electrolyze.
Uh-oh, it's gonna do nothing.
I bet he's gonna go his own face.
He should have went 1/1 to face and then get Gulf Blast before damage.
No, he did not go for the play I thought he was gonna go for.
Did he not just sack it to Ravager?
No, I mean, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. I just thought he would, like, sack everything to Ornithopter and then Gulf Blast his face.
Oh no, it's definitely correct to sacrifice it, but like,
But
oh well.
he's dead regardless of what Michael has.
So, Michael's running 2 Shadow Storms in the sideboard, which, to add in another layer of it being more fitting, they are Masterpiece Shadow Storms for Alex's Masterpiece deck. Because if you need to kill a Masterpiece, you must use
A Masterpiece.
a Masterpiece.
I really want Alex to bring in his own Blood Moons, just because it's funny.
I almost did it to Michael once at like an FNM or something. But then I was like, no, this is too bad to even joke about. But like, imagine if like he like keeps a hand that has no basic islands.
Like, those are the funny hands where it's good, or he's just fetching Shocklands. He's like, I took out my Blood Moon, so it doesn't matter.
Also, remember that one time that when you were playing Tron, and I was playing Red Black Breach, and I went turn 2 on the play Blood Moon. Because I do.
I don't recall that specific.
It was
game.
Eldrazi Winter.
Ooh.
Because you were like, I'm gonna play Tron. And I was like, that's neat. I'm gonna play Blood Moon.
Wait, I was on Tron?
Yeah.
I didn't play Tron during Eldrazi Winter.
It was near Eldrazi Winter.
It
It was after Twin
talking,
banning.
Are you talking Big Tron?
Yeah. Because I definitely remember playing against you with my non-Shoal Vengeance deck, and I only played that. Like I played that shortly after Twin ban.
Okay.
Because
It was between Twin Ban and Eldrazi Winter, because I was off of Tron
okay, it was probably
far before Eldrazi Winter.
I think it was coming close to Eldrazi Winter. Like we were like Jon Snow wasn't. No, not Jon Snow. I don't watch that show. But anyways, you're just like winter's coming, and you're just like, yeah, man, I like your show, except for I don't know anything about it.
Wow. What did I play during Eldrazi Winter? I want to say it was Taxes.
I know that I played that red black deck a majority of the time through Eldrazi Winter because like you're playing a deck that played main board Blood Moons and main board Damnations.
And like all of those are like what you need to
Yeah.
beat Eldrazi at the time.
I did play Shawlbrand for a little bit just because Shawlbrand, like, there's a certain feeling you get. So like, fun story why they're doing this. Playing against Tron. I have one land because they've been exiling all my lands. I have 7 cards in hand, draw a turn, I draw draw a Grizzlebrand. I pass the turn, discard my Grizzlebrand. Opponent goes, yeah, I'll tap out, cast Ulamog. I'm just like, in response, they're like, what are you gonna do? And I'm like, Excelsior Spirit God. And they're like, okay. Gorya's Vengeance, my Grizzlebrand. They're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, draw 14. They're like, yeah. And I'm like, Nourishing Shoal, draw 14. They're like, sir, can you stop? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I go, Shoal, Splice into Arcane after exiling 2 Summoning Spirit Gods. You get the 3 mana, cast a ritual, cast through the breach, play in Borgmos, cure you in response to your Ulamog.
Nathaniel,
It was a good day.
I really wanted to see that.
You can ask Justin about it.
Justin? Okay.
He was the one that I played against. I did that. He said a lot of things that are not safe for the kiddos.
Hey, Justin. Get wrecked.
Justin Elkin shows up, throws me down a set of stairs. Like, he carries me up the stairs, then throws me down the stairs. He could do it. I'm a small man.
No, he could definitely do it. I just feel like there would be a couple memes along the way. Obscure YouTube references.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, he would definitely, like, power drop me with an obscure reference. Then I would, like, finger grounds, and he'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, understandable.
Understandable. That's nice. That's a good story, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. We need to have a room stream. Whenever you cast Isamaru. Oh, hi, doggy.
Why is The Room such a bad good movie?
It is the best worst movie.
I also love that the movie of Disaster Artist, it didn't answer any questions I had involving The Room, but raised 3 questions I never had before.
Okay.
Firstly, where the fuck did Tommy Wiseau get his money? Like, where did it come from? What is his country of origin?
That's question number 2.
I can't remember the 3rd question, but like, it was really relevant. It wasn't relevant. Nothing about The Room is relevant.
I grew up on the bayou in Louisiana.
One more time without the accent, please. For anyone at home who has not seen The Disaster Artist, get on it.
If it's playing in your area, unfortunately, we got it 2 weeks late, and it only played.
Even if it's not playing in your area, go to the nearest area that is. It's only playing in Canada. Well, it looks like you're moving to Canada.
I mean,
I'll come with you. I want to move to Canada. Canada's where all the cool people are. Literally, it's cold right now in Canada.
Nathaniel,
Yeah, what up?
I think you need to chill out.
Yeah, that's fair. So, Alex having a pretty mediocre start here. Michael just kind of doing nothing.
I mean, he's got double plating. There was.
Yeah, but he's playing a 1/1 Arcbound Ravager with nothing to put the counters on, and he can't make it big enough to survive a Lightning Bolt.
It can survive an Electrolyze.
Okay. Can it survive that?
I mean, no. But now you've got a duder with a thingy. And
Yeah,
like,
and
now
that's-
you just start going face.
That's
His face
fair.
is the place for the helpful hardware full.
But at the same time, with how his hands lined up, like he has that, he does have the Edge Champion.
As champion with stubborn backup. Assuming he gets.
But he doesn't. He can't play it till
There.
turn 3, and Mike also has a lot of ways to counter it. He can. So there are some card. The other 3-drop in Alex's deck, he cannot stubborn now. I mean, he cannot ceremonious rejection, being he can't ceremonious rejection the Master of Theorem, but he can. He can counter the Edge Champion with it.
Do you see the mana leak for the champion?
Yeah.
He now has Cryptic Command open.
Yeah, Montalique into Cryptic Command was pretty solid there.
Could you repeat that?
Montalique into Cryptic Command.
One more time, but slower.
Monalique into Cryptic Command is pretty
What happened to
solid
the
there.
tea?
What tea? I drank the tea.
You can't keep doing this to yourself. Manta Leak, or Monta Leak, or fake spoilers with Rashad and Port,
I mean, it also
and
had
Siege Dino and Old Fogey, and Parrot Storm's Crow. Is a
Storm.
one-
It's Storm's Crow because it's Lannery Storm's Crow,
Yeah, that's what I said. It is a 1/2 flyer,
and it's mythic.
and it's a mythic. You know what it also has? Some flavor text.
Though it's actually strictly worse than Stormcrow.
I mean, yeah, you can't pitch it to Force of Will.
Also,
You can pitch it to Blazing Shield.
Bridgeburner996. Thank you for following.
Thank you for...
I'm glad you enjoyed whatever it is we're talking about.
Wait, what were... Oh, we were talking about fake spoilers, and now we're looking at this Jace fighting a champion. Here's the Cryptic. Maybe?
I mean, if he has a Cryptic, he casts it here, and that looks like a Cryptic.
That is definitely a Cryptic.
He also has Snapcaster.
I actually
But
like
that's not
Snap
for-
Leak.
No, that's a bad idea.
You don't like Snap Leak?
He pays for it
Fuck.
with his mana. His 3 mana.
That's right.
He has 3 mantas, Sebastian.
That's how
That's how the
Spring Leaf Drum
mantas
works. There it is. Bounce your Jace.
Why?
No reason.
Okay.
You gain nothing. You lose value.
It's negative value.
Bounce your Jace. He pointed to it. He's gonna bounce it.
No, he's not going to bounce it.
He better.
Like, you just counter draw here. What?
I'm countering this. I'm trying to figure out the second mode.
I'm going to act like, yeah, it's going to kill it.
Yeah, this is gonna kill the Jace. No, I cast the Cryptic Command to deal with the... Hey, how does it feel to get wrecked? Alex was right. It's killing the Jace.
1.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Face is the place.
relevantly, the reason he only took 5 instead of 6 there is because of the Jace Architect of Thought uptick.
Correct line is like not die.
Correct line a lot of times against Affinity is in fact to not die.
Here's Baby Factor Fiction. Ooh.
Hey, that's a Shatter Storm.
Ooh. Woo.
Okay. So these pals are pretty easy.
They're tempting offers, and then there's the right choice.
Like, I like the Cryptic Command a lot here, and like Shatter Storm doesn't do much, so I'm joking, of course. Like, you cast the
I
Shatter
really
Storm.
hoped you were joking. I didn't want to say anything. 'Cause then I feel bad for you
Shatter
being
Storm's too good.
stupid.
Worth noting, the Darksteel
Darksteel Citadel is an artifact.
It's
and
destroyed,
also,
but it can't be destroyed. It is in a state of perpetual destruction.
my soul.
Yeah. I treat my artifact lands like I treat my life. Constantly destroying itself. Alright.
We needed the B movie playing right there.
I'll get the B movie at some point. Like, don't you guys worry. We'll have the B movie. We'll have clips from sound clips from the B movie, probably. I don't know. It's a lot of effort.
What's the deal with airplane food?
I literally have only watched the B movie once.
It's not even in the B movie.
Is it not?
No, it's a quote from Steinfeld.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's actually in the B movie. Like, I think that's an actual line from the B movie.
I don't think it's airplane food. I think it's like beehive food.
It's
or
probably
some
that.
shit.
I don't know.
Some
It's probably-
garbage.
Like, they probably fly in planes, like little bee planes.
Are they not planes themselves?
Yeah, but like, what if they get tired? Are we not cars ourselves, Sebastian? These are the questions.
Wouldn't.
Alright, so Alex scooping up. It's a little premature, but it's fine. Like, it makes sense. He's not winning that game looking at the hand that Michael has.
Shatterstorm, Bolt, Counterspell, Snap. You have Jace on board.
Yeah. Like, you're not winning that game. I probably would have stuck in a little bit longer because Affinity can pull out games that seem unwinnable. And I know I definitely have done that in my time with Affinity. Not to, like, make it about me. Everything's about me. And
It's always about him.
Alright, so we definitely need, like, a button. Like, whenever, like, there's an awkward silence, and instead of awkward silence, we'll just have quotes from good movies. And by good movies, I mean bad movies. No, I got it.
No.
No.
You don't know me, Nathaniel.
What do I not know?
You do not know me.
I mean, you're making me want to. Like... Oh, you actually just have one?
Easy.
Alright, guys. So every time someone follows or subscribes, we'll just play a random thing from there.
There's a random button.
Is a random button? Heck yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so someone should follow right now. How many people are in chat? Like, one? Yeah, you should unfollow us and then follow us.
Random button? Heck yeah. Alright, so someone should follow. Oh wait, my volume's on. Amazing.
Amazing.
Incredible.
Flawless execution.
Flawless victory.
Things that were said when eggs were banned. Eggs was banned. Flawless execution. Because they executed the deck, and it's eggs. They get executed.
That's a Pokemon.
Yeah. Execute Pokemon.
I want you to think about what you just said to me.
No, I thought about it.
Yeah.
I thought about it a lot.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's gonna be what helps me go to sleep tonight.
Thinking about how much I suffer for the stream, sitting in this room, looking at this match. My Sprite is room temperature, and you're hurting me deep inside in my heart.
I'm sorry, Sebastian. I didn't mean to hurt you.
I am in pain.
I'm so sorry.
You're... Oh, I can't believe it. You're tearing me apart, Lisa!
My name's not Lisa.
Get out.
Get out of what?
The room, Nathaniel.
Ah, you got it. You finally got one. You finally got there.
TM. Guys, we're not trademarked.
Don't believe them.
We're trademarked in our hearts.
That's what I'm spending. I'm spending my tax return money, plus selling my Magic collection, plus getting a loan for a house. To trademark. Get there. TM. Like, not just get there. Get there, TM. It's trademarked.
Get their TM is now TM.
Yeah.
So at everybody's LGS, when your buddy walks up and says, "Hey man, did you get there?" You know who's going to be there? Us. We will be there.
We're like the Avengers, only instead of avenging people,
we just say TM. We show up and say TM.
I finger guns.
Bang bang. I cry inside.
Get banned from the store.
That's okay.
Alright, so is Michael dead?
That's a good question.
Oh, hey, that's a...
That is a Magic the Gathering
That's a
card.
blowout, is what we call that.
That is a blowout printed in Oath of the Gatewatch.
Now,
Mythic Rare.
does he have the Shatterstorm to follow up?
I
If he has the
don't think so.
If he has the Shatterstorm follow up, I think this game's just over. Like, that Lightning Bolt's pretty good as well.
We don't see it. No, Bolts feels really close to it. It'll help him get there, Tim.
Yeah.
Like, he's got...
Okay, that's pretty good as well.
There's a removal spell, double bolts removal spell. I think Michael's feeling really good about this one.
Yeah, because now Alex has... Yeah, Alex is in a pretty bad spot. He doesn't have any of his man lands to provide resiliency, and he is stuck trying to get in damage, and I think Michael just probably snaps off... I like kind of snapping off the double bolt, but I think it's fine to hold it, because, like, taking the 1 damage is fine.
Got him.
Oh, and he has another Spreading Seas.
I think that was off the top. If you had it the whole time, the not bolting makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Okay. Inkmoth's a good card in theory.
Not against Bolt, Snap, Jays.
So Alex can have to be patient with his Inkmoth. Okay.
Well, you know what he's not doing. Numbers, numbers, numbers. Lightning Bolt.
Yeah. That's why you play Stubborn now, though. So Alex talking about why he doesn't like Stubborn now. You play Stubborn now so that way when you attack for lethal, or when you have a big creature on board, you can protect it.
With that good old negate.
And Spell Pierce is just so overwhelmingly medium a good portion of the time. Like, there are very few times when your opponent can pay...
Okay, return part 2. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
There are very few times when your opponent can... what's it called?
Pay the tax.
Can't pay the 2, but can pay the 1. Like, a majority of the time, they're either tapping out completely or they're tapping out with access. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah. So, either way.
Well, that's that.
Updates, you can beat K Return. So,
Up next is Michael versus Corey. Corey will be playing his quote-unquote bullshit infect.
So, one thing of note is, with Alex's saying, I do actually kind of disagree, because I think that, like, in this matchup, if you hold back, you can win a lot of times. Like, Shatterstorm specifically is the only card you can't completely beat. Like, you should be able to beat Code's Lecture a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's me. So... I also have a near perfect record against Michael.
Did a negative record against Michael?
Uh-huh. No, it's not have a perfect.
Oh.
Near perfect. So. So, that being said, we're going to go and get Michael versus Corey, and you already said what they were on. You already actually said all of this, really.
I did.
I'm just repeating it.
Wow, way to go. What an awful commentator.
Yeah, that's what we call a quick commentary. 1 + 1 equals awful commentary. Quick math.
2 + 2 is 4, Nathaniel. -1, what is that? That is really slow maths, Nathaniel. I am disappointed.
420.
Wow, that is not 20xx. That number is
In fact, in air quotes. So
they're printed quotes, not air quotes. Yeah.
I threw my notepad and my pen.
That is definitely not your notepad. I don't know if that's your pen.
Both. This is definitely my pen. You see where it says fucking Nathaniel Black on it?
I sure don't.
Yeah, that's because it doesn't. Because I don't write my name on things.
Okay.
I don't know.
You got it, dude.
Damn, it's right though. I mean, I'll take it.
Didn't specify a Sprite from where.
Heck yeah.
We are also not sponsored by Sprite.
Not with that attitude, we're not.
Diet Coke, please sponsor us.
Taste the refreshing flavor of Sprite, made with lemon lime and 100% natural flavors and no caffeine.
Wait, Sprite is no
Amazing.
caffeine. That's not amazing.
What?
I'm gonna fall asleep. I went to bed at like 4, and then forgot I had a doctor's appointment this morning at like 8.
That was a mistake.
That was a mistake, so I had an alarm go off at 7, and I only got 3 hours of sleep.
I got slightly more sleep than that. I got like 4 hours of sleep. Mine was I forgot I had work, and by that I mean I realized I had work, but I kept going. I'm gonna stay up for a second long, and I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep to this movie. I didn't fall asleep to that movie. I didn't finish the movie either, which is the weird thing. I got like to the last half of the movie, and then I was like, I'm too tired. I'm gonna regret this in the morning.
I feel bad.
Spoilers, I regretted it in the morning.
You know what Corey doesn't regret?
Everything.
Playing Infect with all of these new spicy techs, like Noble Hierarch. Like, who has ever played that card? Ever.
And in fact?
Yeah.
No one.
Right, he's basically Patrick Chapin without the cocaine.
Oh boy. I don't think Corey's murdered as many people as Patrick Chapin. Sorry, allegedly.
Allegedly. They mysteriously disappeared the night before a very important...
Worth noting, the person who said that, is named Sebastian.
Hey!
Not a thing.
You're full of shit.
You can come and kill me any day, Mr. Chapin. Sebastian Torres.
I'm not going to disagree with that specific statement.
You're not going to agree with the statement, Sebastian Torres?
Wait, who are you?
Uh-huh. Sebastian Torres.
Who am I?
I don't know. I guess you're Nathaniel Black now.
Oh, man. Wow.
I think your job is better now?
I get paid slightly more, and I get a chair. Yeah, I'll take it.
And a desk.
And a desk. I got a shit ton of Stormcrows. I am happy with my life.
You get a lot of storm. For those who don't know,
Nathaniel is on a journey.
my desk at work, I'm not gonna like share where I work exactly, but I'm allowed to kind of like put whatever on my desk, and I started a journey just kind of randomly to collect a global playset of Stormcrows. Not a global playset, sorry, a global EDH playset of Stormcrows. Meaning I want one of every language of every printing of Stormcrow. And I have them all on my desk. I'm currently only at 20 Stormcrows, but that's a lot of Stormcrow. And they're all different languages. From different sets. Well, not all of them are different languages. Like, there are multiple Chinese S ones, but, like, there are, of course, 7th edition and then, like...
9th edition.
9th edition.
And it... Do you have Portal?
Portal doesn't come in Chinese.
No, but, like, do you have Portal Stormcrows?
Yeah. I have Alliance Stormcrows. Alliance Stormcrows are the best Stormcrows.
I think... Was it 9th or 8th edition?
Which one?
The one that ruined my...
Oh, that ruined you as a person?
My appendix.
I'm not for sure. That's a question for you, the man who ate the Stormcrow.
I really want to say 9th.
Okay. So...
Notably, it came from a Dead Guys collection on Craigslist.
I forgot the part that you bought it from Craigslist.
No, I didn't buy it from Craigslist. I got it from a dude that bought it on Craigslist.
Sebastian, how does that make it better?
I mean...
Have you thought about what you say with your mouth? Like, you just like go, hey, nah, I didn't do this dumb thing. Someone else gave me this dumb thing to do. Like,
I volunteered to do the dumb thing. I lost one of my organs. I became a legend.
Yeah. Alright. So, that being said...
That being
Wait,
said,
what?
we have missed a lot of things that have happened.
Why can I not also?
Wow, get wrecked. How does it feel to not go to chat-only mode? You poser.
It feels pretty bad because I'm on data right now. So,
Your phone's gonna die or you're gonna die?
No, what? No.
What?
I'm on data.
Oh, I thought you said you're gonna die. I'm like, thank God.
Sir, I need to calm down. Alright, so Electrolyze is dealing 1 damage to the,
Blighted Agent Noble with
Yeah.
the Might on the stack, I believe.
Yeah, that'd be correct. So now Corey can respond. So worth noting, if Corey has another pumps... Wait, when are we?
I think we're in Corey's combat step.
Then why did he cast the Might there? Did we miss when he cast the Might? No, he cast the Might main phase 1.
Well, then how
This
is the
doesn't make
Electrolyze?
sense.
I'm confused why the Blighted Agent's also tapped.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like-
what I'm confused about.
Because apparently we're in combat, but if that's the case, the Might wouldn't have been cast in combat.
Yeah, so how much Infect is he taking?
I think it's 7? He's
Okay,
at
he
6.
cast Might apparently in Declare Attackers, and that's just wrong. That's just wrong.
He's at 6 point. Has he taken anything beforehand?
No. So what had to happen is that the Might was cast in Declare Attackers, the Blossoming Defense was cast in Declare Attackers, and then the Exalted trigger put it at 6. But realistically, Michael should be at 8, in fact.
There's no reason the Might should have been cast on Declare Attackers rather than main phase. That's just a missed 2 points,
Yeah.
and you're not gaining anything.
The worst deck in Hearthstone.
You know what feels bad?
What's that?
Is that Corey's playing Search for Skanta, a card that Michael really wants and doesn't have.
Okay.
Probably doesn't belong in Infect. There's like a solid 15 other cards in the deck.
Yeah.
That's the quotes on Infect because
Because is it even Infect anymore? It's more blue-green mid-range.
is it
Yeah. You get it, man. Quotes are on Infect. We figured it out. It's Infect. Sort of. He wins through Infect damage, I think.
your win con is you have 8 sources that deal damage in the form of poison counters, or -1/-1 counters. And you have 4 sources. I think maybe Spellskite in the sideboard. There's definitely Dryad Arbor that
Yeah.
can deal normal combat damage. But for the most part, it's just like mono blue cards.
Mono blue cards is, yeah.
I mean, we see As Foretold, Ancestrals in there, Search for Skanta, Jace.
JVP, a card that used to be close to $100. Sebastian, are you okay?
No.
For those at home, Sebastian is kind of like sinking. I don't know where exactly he's sinking to, but he's just kind of sinking. I don't think it's healthy. Much like this board state for Corey. So, right now, Michael in the tank, Sebastian on the ground. Everyone's having a great time. Oh, we're on Corey's turn. I did not see the passive turn there. Does that mean that Jace is gonna get to flip?
Do you mean transform?
Don't you calm down. Don't flip out of me now.
Nathaniel?
Yo, what?
Stop.
Next week on their stream, we will have Sebastian streamed on the floor trying to get up.
Does it look like I'm trying to get up?
We'll have Sebastian accepting where his life has become.
On the ground?
What his life has become.
The ground. I am the ground. I am the one who grounds. I'm basically a coffee grinder. I just want to go home.
Sebastian. I enjoy commentary with you.
Is it even commentary?
I don't know if we're talking about this game at all, honestly. Alright, so this Cryptic Command being cast.
Mindless banter.
I think that's what kids like these days, though. Mindless banter. Alright, so it appears that right now what has happened is he's casting a Cryptic Man, tap down the team, and bounce the Ink Bomb next time. And now that was with Jace Spin Prodigy activation on stack. So he's gonna go and discard a card. Jace's gonna flip.
Transform.
Flip. And
Okay.
for those who don't know, his backside starts at 5 loyalty. He can uptick give something -2 -0 until his next turn. He can -3 to give target to allow him to cast an instant or sorcery from his graveyard to him turn. And then his -8 or -9, I'm not sure. 9 is he gets an emblem that says whenever he casts a spell, he mills target player for 5.
So here we are.
Here we are. So this is kind of where like Koizek gets weird because like looking at his board, it's like what's his plan? Like
Swing for 1.
yeah, but like
I mean, you're most of the way there. You've got 2 protection spells. The thing that I don't like is Search for Skanta in very specific situations where you have As Foretold and you want to find Ancestral to get you gas. That's fine. Or if you're flooding and you can hold a protection spell, that's fine. But right now, Skanta is just an island, and he can't afford to activate that because then he loses his only threat.
yeah. Pen. I dropped my pen. So that being said, this is a mess. So now we're back. Right now, I mean, honestly, going back to what you were saying, Michael's Desu Lighthouse is gonna do more work in this game than Corey's Search for Skanta, being that he can actually safely activate each turn because he has an abundance of mana. Because his deck is running a higher amount of lands.
Mm-hmm. Corey now can make his land drop and have protection spell up.
So what are the 2 cards in his hand relevantly?
Blossoming Defense and Pines.
Okay, So he can he has Spell Pierce in his graveyard, but right now the card that he's worried about losing to it is Cryptic Command. He can minus Jace targeting his Spell Pierce and then go to combat and see what happens from there. Because if he's able to attack, he can Finds a Vast Wood. Actually, he can Blossoming Defense on his Blight Agent to present lethal. Then Michael has the ability to remove it, and then if he tries to remove it, he can cast a Finds Vast Wood, and if they cast something else that taps him to 1 or less mana, they can Spell Pierce. That or he could give himself another protection spell. Looks like he's going to choose to give himself another protection spell.
Just because he knows his Spell Pierce isn't going to do anything against exactly Cryptic.
Yeah.
He just wants to force it now without burning any cards in his hand.
Yeah. So I imagine he's going to go and go to combat before he casts any of his pump spells. Because there's no reason of casting a pump spell only to have your team tapped in response. Looks like he's just going to fire off at sorcery speed though. I guess there's not a ton lost by doing this since it's from his graveyard, but I still like attacking here first because this also gives his I
don't see anything you get out of doing it first.
Yeah.
Now we see Hulk Cryptic is likely tap draw.
This is one of those times where, yeah.
Yep, tap draw.
And that feels really good, and this is going to allow Michael to kill the Jace and leave Corey with 2 pump spells in hand, which his 2 pump spells are good because, well, his 1 pump spell and his 1 protection spell, which can't be used as pump spell, are good right now because they both can allow him to present lethal and protect his minion. And that's pretty good right now for him. But at the same time, Michael's hand is full.
Michael is stacked, and I think I saw another Year Hulk in there.
I can't be for certain. I can't really get a good glimpse on his hand.
I was hoping there to be a glimpse of, or glimmer. Sorry, that's not glimpse.
Yeah,
we have no good glimpses.
I used a word that sounds out of place, which makes you think that I'm saying a pun, and that's completely fair. Like that fits my personality.
I'm going really deep into what you're saying, scouring every syllable for a pun.
Just scouring all of my thoughts on this.
You figured it out.
Too. Can't get one by me. Still no comments in there?
No.
Well, there's one comment.
I think they just want to watch the B movie.
I think they do as well.
Do we commentate Magic? Do we just talk and completely ignore the game? Do we start playing the B movie without letting Corey know? Or do we mash the random button on the JoJo soundboard?
I think that we could just keep talking. Like I think kind of like the mix between banter and like gameplay talk is, I don't know. I feel like we're trying to like go in between too much banter and not enough banter.
I feel like we're erring on the side of a bit too much banter.
Yeah, probably.
But
so.
Relative to say SCG commentary, where they'll go off on tangents, but they get back in a reasonable time. Where
so, talking about the game though, Corey choosing not to try to pump his creature there, and that seems a little. I'm not sure how I feel about it because I think that I understand that he's worried about getting blown out, but at the same time he has to try to end the game. Like he's not winning the long game against Michael.
He's not. And the thing is, Michael's going to be putting him in a spot to use those cards regardless. By using it now, he's presenting lethal and also forcing Michael to have 3 cards to deal with his 2.
Well, 2 cards, because he has 2 pump spells. So he casts 1 pump spell, Michael does something in response. Corey casts another pump spell, Michael casts another spell. So he only needs 2 spells. But at the same time, like you said, like, if Michael wants to, he can start that fight in your end step. Like, there's nothing stopping Michael right now from just trying to, like, use the Gearhulk to cast Electrolyze and force you to use 1 of your pump spells, then untap, cast another pump spell, and now you're just left in the spot where you're out of pump spells. And
Loot House.
Instead, he's activating the Desu Loot House, and that's fine.
I really like the Gearhulk. Not only are you down with 10 power on the board, but you're forcing action, putting him to 1 card in hand. Either that or getting rid of his threat. Either way, it's really good.
Like right now, I like just forcing the issue here, and
instead he opts to just opt, I guess.
Yeah.
Just digging for cards, though I feel like he has what he needs to win the game already.
Yeah, I feel like that he definitely has what he needs to win this game.
I definitely like the Electrolyze and stuff. I think he should have won.
I think that was correct, mostly because it also puts Corey on a 2-turn clock.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, pressure matters a lot. It's something that's like understated a lot of times playing against combo decks, which in fact is that you need to pressure.
Notably, Gearhulk was a 2-turn clock, but now he has, after his digging, he can still present lethal next turn with the 10 power plus the
Electrolyze. Yes, I messed up when I said my statement.
I think if you're gonna pick your fight, you do it in response to the Azcanta.
Yeah, like
I think that was the time to do it, especially if he's not deploying another threat.
I love so I've been on I haven't like done any personal testing sessions, but a lot of the times when I played against this deck, it's been with Tom Ross behind the driver's seat. So I'm very used to playing this matchup to high proficiency, and it's like a lot of times you have to think out what you're doing ahead of time, and like you can't a lot of times just make plays where you're just like activate this lighthouse when I have proactive things to do. You need to be more proactive. You can't just be sitting there back drawing cards, discarding cards, cycling through. Now, since Corey's deck has more things to go for like a longer game and less efficient protection / pump spells, Michael is less likely to get punished by doing that play, but at the same time,
you're still opening another window for Infect to just get in.
Yeah. Also, I just realized this game 1 has been going on for quite some time.
It has.
What's this?
Nothing.
How many people?
article I was reading some time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember exactly who it was. It was an SCG article, but it mentioned blinking first. Um, Talking about if you're forced into a position to take an action, if you're going to be the one who has to make the first move to keep yourself alive or to win the game,
Mm-hmm.
you should do it as early as possible if it's going to happen anyway. So
Yeah.
in this case, Michael's going to have to kill the Blighted Agent at some point. Earlier, when he could have gotten the power down or could have done it in response to the search for Skanta, he's going to have to do it at some point. So getting that out while Corey has as few resources as possible is the time to do it.
Well, I agree with you, by the way, on everything you just said there. One other thing to consider, to go a little bit deeper into the specifics of this matchup, is that, so if you're holding back the Gearhulk as a possible response for when Corey's doing something, the thing to consider is that if you're going to get in back and forth, how efficient is the play you're making? Torrential Gearhulk is 6 mana, and he can either Cryptic Man or Electrolyze at that point, and that's not very efficient. Whereas end of turn doing it, drawing a card and forcing Corey to use one of the resources in hand when he's so low in resources feels a lot better.
I do agree with you. Michael just wanting to sit back on his loot house and find cards. I don't feel like it's super necessary.
I think that like his hand is also just at that point good. Like
His hand was good 2 turns ago, and now it's getting worse as Corey picks up more cards.
yeah, the thing is like it's evaluating. So the big, and I've talked about this a lot, and that's just because like I really know a lot about this particular subject. But like when you're playing against a deck that can just kill you out of nowhere, you have to consider surviving, yes, but you also have to consider, can I create a window to end the game, and is it safe to create a window to end the game? And if both those answers are yes, then a lot of times it's correct to just take that and try to win the game, because the less time the player who can just OTK has to draw cards and do things, the less likely they are to be able to actually kill you.
One big simple explanation of that, which a lot of people might be familiar with, is Jeskai Tempo versus Storm, where you have the option to either sit back and be the control deck or take the risk, get the turn 3 Geist down. You're giving them a window to win, but at some point you have to put a clock down, and I feel like in certain scenarios, being on the play, the most important scenario for that, I think taking the risk sometimes, you have to open the window rather than giving them an extra 4 or 5 turns to draw cards to beat what you were going to do regardless.
Yeah.
And it feels bad opening that window, especially when you get blown out, but a lot of times you need to just slam the gas and
Also,
go for it.
worth noting, I do like what Corey's doing right now. So he's throwing out his 2 vines, which are his worst worst protection spells because they don't present lethal. And he's saving the one that presents lethal as the last one. So that way when... Oh wait, he's not in combat. I thought they were in combat. Never mind.
He has Pendelhaven.
Pendelhaven's under Spreading Seas.
Oh. The field bets.
Alright, so.
Corey also bringing up that Pendelhaven.
So,
his Skanta activation.
Corey has a lot of hits here. That's not a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit. Both those things are hits.
Do you want to die by Distortion Strike or Vines?
Yeah. And at this point, Corey knows that Michael doesn't have anything there, because if Michael had anything, he'd continue to fight over the Lightning Bolt and stuff.
I'm so angry, he says, with 3 bombs in his hand.
Yeah, I think that Michael could have won that game. I think that he thought that this was a game where he needed to like patiently sculpt his hand, and it's not. Like, you have to get like a lot of times against Infect, when you're playing a red deck, or when you're playing a control deck, you want to run them as low on resources as possible.
As
Because-
early as possible, notably, because that's the most effective time to get them out of resources. Is when
Because-
they don't have the draw stuff.
The thing to consider, one other thing to consider is, so you have Lightning Bolt as removal.
Mhm.
As counter spells, though, you have Mono Leak,
Logic
Knot, Crypt Command. You also have Electrolyze removal. Now, only one of those things is a 1-drop. Corey, all of his interaction and all of his protection costs 1 mana, which means if you wait until the turn that Corey's going for it, you're going to lose that battle. Because everything Corey casts is more efficient than what you're doing.
And at that point, Corey was on 5 lands, and Michael had, I believe, 8. And even then, you're going to run out of mana so hard that you just can't keep up.
Mm-hmm. So right now they're talking about what to sideboard in and out. And I'll yell at someone in a second to change the win count. So who do you think is favored in this matchup? Because I want to.
I almost want to say Corey.
I want to say Corey as well. Mostly because Blue Moon. Sorry about that. Blue Moon is a deck that it's a control deck, but it's a control deck that's trying to prey on the greedy mana bases of Modern. And although Corey's mana base does have some vulnerabilities in the way of fetch lands before he cracks them, Pendelhaven, Ink Moth, etc., Corey can still function through a Blood Moon, and he can still win through a Blood Moon.
And fairly well, because all of his stuff only, with the exception of Vines, only requires one source of colored mana compared to like Geist decks that get hit by Blood Moon.
There's also the big issue that Object Removal being burn based means that Corey doesn't even necessarily need the hexproof spell, so he just needs any pump spell.
Yeah, like a Groundswell can be as good as a Blossoming Defense or a Vines.
Yeah, it's like there are a lot of little points that I think put this towards Corey's favor, but it's not one of those matchups where like if you were Corey and you were playing against, if you were a Corey and you were playing against a Michael and you both were playing these decks, you wouldn't like be fist pumping as soon as your opponent goes like play something that makes you think they're on Blue Moon, because it's not gonna be like an easy game.
Right.
Like that first game was 30 minutes, and I honestly think that Corey should have lost that first game. Though I didn't really see any huge mistakes from Corey's side, and I did see one from Michael's side, and it wasn't so much a mistake as it was questionable.
I'd say the mistake from Michael from me wasn't really a specific turn. It was just
The way
waiting
he,
too long
yeah,
to be
like
really upfront about it.
he kind of put himself in a position where he was trying to play towards a very specific game plan, but then he wasn't willing to abandon that game plan. And that's something that you have to. One of the key things to like bettering yourself as a Magic player is
You need to know when to shift.
yeah. And this is one of those decks that you do need to know when to shift. Like there are a lot of decks and a lot of control decks in Modern. There's a point when you need to like see it and seize your moment, and just take it. Like you only have one shot.
Mom's spaghetti.
But yeah, no.
That's one reason why I'm playing
Jeskai.
control decks, Jeskai specifically, is for me to learn to find what I need to look for when it's time to shift gears. That's one of probably my biggest weaknesses, aside from overthinking and thinking myself into a corner.
Mhm.
My other weakness is just having trouble identifying when to shift. And by choosing a deck like that, I'm really forcing myself to learn.
I did that a while back. I used to be a very cautious player, and I switched over to Death Shadow, which was a really good deck. Like you have to be cautious with Death Shadow, but at the same time, you also have to kind of overextend at times.
Mhm.
And that I think that helped me a lot. And right now I'm playing Affinity because I think Affinity is a deck that really rewards you for knowing, like, the game is constantly, there are constantly things happening, and I do slightly worse with decks where there's periods of nothing happening. Whereas with Affinity, there's always a turn, like, and there's always something going on, and there is a lot of room to outplay your opponent, which is neat.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, Michael leading off on Fetch Shock Op turn 1, Corey leading on turn 1 nothing. Also, interestingly enough, it looks like he has a Glistener Elf in hand.
I mean, there's a reason when you're so threat light to not just run it to, like,
oh yeah,
an end-step bolt, untap, do something.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure there is. I was just saying, the interestingly enough, it looks like he has a blighted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glistener Elf.
Glistener Elf that he's holding, and I think that's fine. Like, he realizes he's not going to be able to just turn 1 Glistener Elf and still the game.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious to know what's going on in Corey's head. That happens a lot. I really want to know what's going on in Corey's head specifically.
Corey's an interesting person.
He has Jace and Glistener Elf in hand, and I'm curious to know if he's relating those two. Maybe he's wanting to put out Jace to clear the way for Glistener Elf. Maybe he's wanting to hold those.
So one thing he could possibly be doing here is, by holding the Glistener Elf, because that's definitely Glistener Elf, if he has the Jace, he might try to start a small fight over this Glistener Elf. If he has 1 protection spell, he can protect the Glistener Elf, and then Michael will probably untap and take the opportunity to kill it, and then Corey's gonna try to take the opportunity to play a Jace.
That's what I was thinking he was doing.
And if that's the case, I like that. Like that's the type of play where it's like what I've been talking about, where it's like you think out what you're doing ahead of time, you figure out the line you're going to take, and you take it.
You need to play chess, not checkers.
Yeah.
You really have to think ahead.
That being said, so Michael has a Braid Lightning Bolt in hand. Pass it over to Corey. Corey might throw out 1 pump spell to try to start something with Michael, but I don't think he is. I think he's gonna be more patient on it. You good there, Sebastian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just stretching. Ancestral Vision in hand. So pretty.
Correct.
Card beside Mana Leak almost looks like a Ponder.
So Corey just getting in there for 1.
That's all
Feels
you
fine.
need to do.
Like he has a dude in play. He can eventually try to win with that dude, or he can take a different route. He has a lot of different things going on right now for him.
Do you ancestral? Question mark.
So you know the game's going on for that long, like
You know your ancestral's going to resolve.
well, you know it's gonna at least come off as a spin. You don't know
Well,
if it's gonna resolve.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So he's going to pass, most likely holding up some type of 1 mana disruption. I can't see. Well, not disruption, but protection.
Believe it's fine.
Micah right now fetching Double Island. The way he's playing makes me think that I heard him say something about cutting Blood Moon, but the way he's playing makes me think that he ended up leaving the Blood Moons in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they are worth keeping in.
Pew pew pew. Goodbye, Glistener Elf.
Yeah, his Staticaster is really rough. In fact, like Corey can't protect it this turn. He can't Spell Pierce that. He can't really do much.
Like, what are you gonna do? Pump it, then he untaps and pings it again?
Yeah,
You
so
just have to let it go.
you just eat that activation, and that's fine. Like, you can beat it. It's just rough.
You know what beats 1 damage?
What's that?
Jace.
Yeah, Jace does. But you know what beats Jace? Lightning Bolt Braid.
Lightning Bolt, upgrade.
Oh. So this is interesting. Because now we're in a situation
Or Michael's loaded,
where
but only has 1 red.
he only has 1 red. Corey has an Inkmoth Nexus in hand. As well as a counterspell. So theoretically, if Corey were able to pick up some pump spells, he could set up a pretty quick lethal with his Inkmoth Nexus. Even through this Staticaster, because he would Do we need mana to activate it? Pump it in response to a Staticaster, and then pump it again and hope that Michael doesn't have a counter spell.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit of a ballsy play, but he does need to end the game at some point. Unless he chooses to go for the JVP line. Or the Search for Azcanta line.
I can almost guarantee in Corey's head, he's wanting to get down As Foretold, Ancestral, and then flip JVP Ancestral.
Yeah.
That's the thing you just want to do is draw 6 cards as a Magic player.
And one thing that Michael has to consider here is that since we're doing it more tournament style now, and if he wasn't playing in a tournament, is how is Michael winning this match? I don't mean that in the way of like how is he winning the game, how is he beating such and such, how is he presenting clock this game? I mean, how is he ending the 2 games
in 13 minutes?
In 13 minutes. Right now he's stuck on 3 lands, he has no pressure, and yes, he can survive, but he needs to win at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have no doubt he can definitely pull this game out in 13 minutes.
Yes. Game, yes. Match, I don't think so.
Yeah. Whereas I believe Corey can pull out the match in 13 minutes, even if he loses this game.
Right. Is he going to Mana Leak?
Now, this play is really risky. The reason this play is really risky is because if it gets countered and Corey untaps with double pump spell, he can possibly win.
Here's the window we were talking about giving them the turn to untap and win. It's a little different with Michael presenting a Blood Moon rather than some clock.
Yeah. I actually... So... The thing is, a lot of times, it's a weird balance of what I've said and what you've said. It's like, what I was saying isn't incorrect, and what you were saying isn't incorrect, that you need to present a clock, because that is true, but at the same time, you also have to consider how likely is me putting this clock out to get punished.
Mm-hmm.
And the likelihood that Michael's Blood Moon there gets punished is very high. Because Corey runs Spell Pierce, and a bunch of other counter spells, and if he has double pump spell, he can gain for a lot of damage with that Inkmoth Nexus. So, like, I think that was a high risk, low reward play.
Mm-hmm. I'd have to agree. Well, we don't have the kill this turn.
Nope.
He did pick up Blighted Agent Dispel Blossoming Defense?
Yeah, and next turn he's going to be able to play his Blighted Agent with all the protection in the world. Well, he might... I don't know. It's really weird from his side. Because he has a lot of different ways he can win from here. It's just setting it up. Because it is tricky that his Staticaster is doing work right now. His most likely way to win is through that Inkmoth Nexus. Which is why he needed Counted Blood Moon.
Mm-hmm.
And why he needed why he can't just safely cast an Infect Dude right now is because Staticaster is shot for him, and he's not going to waste 2 pump spots. So at this point, I imagine what he's doing is he's going to start using his Search for Azcanta plus his As Foretold to start accumulating cards and accumulating resources, so that way when he gets in the final battle with Michael, he's going to win. And right now, Michael only has 1 red mana and 4 blue mana.
I think at best he has Cryptic Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, and that's honestly not that good.
Mm-mm.
So at this point, I think that if Corey plays it carefully, which he has been doing thus far, he can definitely pull this game out.
I almost feel like Corey's current hand could beat the best that Michael could have, which is Cryptic Lightning Bolt. He has Dispel for the Cryptic, double Pump Spell to beat Staticaster plus Bolt.
The thing is, I think right now is that Corey needs to set up a 1-turn kill. Like, he can't set up deal a decent chunk of damage and then kill you the next turn. He needs to win in 1 turn.
Another thing to consider is just the Staticaster as a blocker.
Yeah, because it does have flying, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That is true. One thing, the counterpoint to that is if it does block, it does allow Corey an opening to start casting his other dudes, which can create an awkward situation for Michael in the way that, like, now he has to start, like, actually using removal spells, and Michael doesn't have much red mana to cast removal spells.
Right. Which is an issue when you're sitting on triple removal spell.
Yeah. And I'm really curious to know what, like you said earlier, what is Corey thinking about right now? He's holding 3 mana. I don't see another As Foretold in hand.
No.
I think he's thinking about activating Search for Riscante at sorcery speed.
I think he's thinking about Blighted Glistener. No, there's no reason to.
Yeah.
Unless Corey's super far ahead, putting out Blighted Glistener to get the Staticaster tapped to open a window for Thankmoth. But I feel like that's way too risky.
Mm-hmm. I feel like right now, this is a point that... So, now we're saying from Corey's side. Now we're going to talk about, instead of how to play against the combo player, we're going to talk about how to play as the combo player.
Fun.
So right now, Corey, from his perspective, you can see that Michael is low on his color of mana that allows him to have removal. He does have 4 blue mana. He does have 1 red mana. This means that most Michael can have 2 removal spells and 2, I'd say reasonably, Michael has 1 counter spell, 1 removal spell, and 1 is its Staticaster activation.
Mm-hmm.
So, knowing that information and working off that information, Corey now needs to figure out the quickest line to end this game. Because the more red sources that Michael draws into, the harder this gets.
So much hard.
Like, the difference between 1 red mana source right now and 2 is so huge for Corey. So right now he's trying to figure out how can I end this game as quickly as possible. And apparently...
It's getting rid of the Staticaster and forcing a fight this turn.
I think that there are some risks to it, but I think that Michael's going to be left really low on resources after this.
Super low on resources, and even if he does find the second red, he's going to be out of cards outside of his removal spells that Corey's hand will already line up well with it.
Yeah.
Main phase vines. Let's see what happens. Ping and response.
All right. So
blue. No. Not blue.
So wait, why did he pay him? Oh.
Casting vines, kicking with the land. Respond with Abrade. Spell the Abrade. Get it?
Right.
That's
so,
it.
Relevantly, that was exactly lethal. Those were wondering how he cast the vines kicked off the search for
As foretold.
As foretold, that is how it works. So as you cast it, you pay the additional mana. So he's casting it for free off of that, and then he casts the add the kicker onto it.
It's kind of like how if you, well, that's a Commander reference, but it's a punt I made that's now stuck in my head using Diluvian Primordial to cast a Rite of Replication, but not kicking it.
Yeah.
Was it feel bad for me? Means less than As foretold plus kicker. But
yeah. So that being said,
it's a 2-0 for Corey.
Michael taking down Affinity, and he's taking down. He got taken down by Infect. So now, being as originally we were planning on having me versus Ryan, it appears Ryan is no longer here.
Oh, he just
Got to go leave, take care of everything. So now I'm either gonna play against Corey or against Alex, and I'm gonna go hand the mic off to to Michael.
Okay.
Feel free to sound effects.
Nathaniel. Howdy. We now have Michael here in the booth.
Momentarily, I gotta get my mic on.
Get that mic on, but we out here. We have a 1 viewer. I'm that viewer.
So exciting.
Not a great Tuesday. We have 1 viewer. Wow.
Not really.
Thanks.
I love that one viewer. He means a lot to me. Thank you, one viewer. I love you, random citizen. So, red mana.
Red mana.
It's
We
good.
were we talking about that?
Yeah, there was a point where like I fetched Forward Island and could have fetched for Steam Vents, but I was like, all right, there's more fetch lands. Like, as of that moment, there's more red producing lands in my deck than there are islands, and I have a Blood Moon in hand.
And then you drew a bunch of items.
And then I drew all my islands because I'm on. I don't remember how
7
many
islands.
Spire bluffs. I'm on 8 islands,
Okay.
1 mountain,
Mm-hmm.
3 Steam Vents.
Okay.
I forget this turns the light off. 9 fetches, and 2 or 3 Spire Bluff. Maybe 4. I don't remember.
Okay.
Oh, I can do a mana count. So 9 fetches. 8,
8,
17,
17.
22, 23. I'm on 2. So at that point in time, I had 6 red producing lands in my deck, plus the 8 fetches, but only 8 islands.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, I'll draw red mana, but I didn't. And it was awkward because I had a lot of interaction in hand that needed red mana.
Yeah, with the hand you had, I still like fetching Steam Vents.
That's fair.
Like, either you're losing your Blood Moon and you took 2 damage, which likely isn't going to matter. Like you're down a blue source, but you already have 2 islands at that point.
I had 1 when I fetched for the other island. It was my second island at the time.
Hey!
Eldrazi Tron versus Affinity, you say? Big colorless boys.
Versus itty bitty
Versus
colorless boys.
Lots of little colorless boys that get big.
Also Master of Ethereum. And a butt.
Oh yeah, there is one big colored boy.
The one time I tried to ceremony as a Master of Ethereum.
That feels bad.
There's a long explanation for that. I'm not going to get into that now.
Mm-hmm.
But it was me going like 6 levels deep and coming out on like level -2.
Level -2, you say?
Yeah. There was a spell queller fight. I was forced into using a wrath. There was Edge Champion under the spell queller.
Oh, and you're like, oh,
And I'm like, yeah, I'll ceremonies that. But that's not what happened. Because I killed my spell queller to wrath the Edge Champion. And I'm like, cool, now I've got the ceremonies for the Edge Champion. Wait, Edge Champion's gone. Okay, it's fine, I'll use the ceremonies for another card. Doesn't hit Master of Ethereum. I done played myself.
I wish Master was colorless. Among other things, I was for colorless. Torrential Gearhulk is one of them.
I can't make everything devoid.
But Devoid Torrential. Just hear me out. Devoid Torrential Gearhulk.
Ceremony.
Trigger. And close the next turn. And then cast a cryptic.
How about no?
Please.
How about no? No.
All right. So Nathaniel went relic. Turn 1 relic. Turn 2 3/2. Alex
And
went
Alex goes,
dudes.
here's my dude. Here's this thing that like wins if you don't have removal spell. Guess what Nathaniel doesn't have? It's a removal spell.
Yeah. Eldrazi generally not on many removal spells, unfortunately.
Like he could have ballistas. He doesn't have the mana for a 2/2 ballista or larger.
They're on 6 to 7 removal spells in the main, I believe. I don't know how many ballistas most lists are playing.
Should be like 4 ballistas and 1 to 2 dismember.
Yeah. That is a lot of power coming across. Well, not yet, but soon.
It's still 6.
It was only 4. He activated the Steel Overseer.
And then the pump from Master.
Oh yeah, Master. That makes dudes bigger.
Yeah, they
Quality.
thick. Alex was just like, here's my Nutter Butters. Which nut would you like to take?
Is Nathaniel playing the
Playing the I'm gonna try to race your big dude's game.
Or
I
is
think
he-
so.
Playing the 5-5 with haste on blocking duty. But he's actually just playing the conceding game.
Solid. It's a 4-minute game.
Pretty fast. A lot faster than mine in Quarters Game 1.
I don't think, other than the sit down, ask what your opponent's playing, and then immediately concede. I think the first actual Magic game that actually started Resolve Mulligans and then conceded was Nathaniel's game at Storm against Boggles.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be pretty quick.
It was even quicker than you think.
How
Kept their
quick?
hands. Pre-game effects Leyline. In main deck. And you know what Nathaniel can't beat in his main deck? Leyline of Sanctity. He has 0 ways to bounce it, and he doesn't have Empty the Warrens.
That's why you play Empty the Warrens.
But, like, how many main deck Sanctities are you going to run into?
Every Boggles
just the one Boggles player. You think of all the Boggles players, and then you
the
think of...
mono white enchantment prison player.
There are a fraction compared to Boggles players, which is already a fraction
Fair.
of the decks you're going to see.
The
in
mono
tournament.
white devotion player.
The mono white devotion player that also plays Boggles, aka Josh Worth 2 years ago.
Yeah. So like, out of your whole, I don't know, like 900 person open, like 3 people in the whole room.
A solid 3 people.
Playing Leyline, main board Leyline.
3 Josh Worths.
3 holds. That's a lot.
That's too many.
2 and 2.8 too many.
Wow. Josh, I wish you were watching. You're not. It's still just me. Unless my phone's not updating and we have like 15 viewers that aren't talking to me.
It's fine.
I feel like it's just me.
So how do you feel players are going to be sideboarding here?
E-Tron's gonna sit here and cry.
Yeah.
This is just, it's horrid.
I mean, they get like Pithing Needle.
You get Pithing Needle, but like that's not gonna stop signal past hands, and sometimes it comes too late for cranial plating hands even.
Correct. Nathaniel at least gets to take out like 2 really, like actually dead cards on the matchup. Wait, no, they kill exactly like 1 to 2 cards. All of them.
All this stuff kills.
Wait, no, they kill Vault Scourges too. Wow.
They kill Vault Scourge to Master of Ethereum.
90% servers are coming out though.
Yeah.
All his dust, that is.
Yeah, they are definitely coming out.
Alex brings in like. I don't think he needs to bring in anything. Probably.
Definitely doesn't.
I don't think he
Need
needs
to.
to take out anything. There may be some things he wants to bring in. He could probably cut like a midnight. They seem pretty bad in this matchup.
Eh.
Like they're normally the worst
They're-
card in Affinity, but
They're enablers for your super explosive hands, which is what
Yeah.
you need for E-Tron. Just maximizing your 0 drops is pretty solid when you're going to need as explosive hands as you can.
that's fair.
We
So I
see
see
him
a Pithing
opening
Needle.
up with like Mana, Blood Moon, and a couple threads. Like I think that's great.
Oh yeah, he gets to bring in Blood Moon. Nathaniel
Chalice
gets
on
to
0 land,
Chalice on 0.
map, go.
Play a map. He gets to untap. Probably play that Ratchet Bomb. Is that the Mine Tower in his hand? It
Mhm.
is the Mine Tower, so he can either get this Ratchet Bomb into play, or he's going to just crack this map. I like getting the Ratchet Bomb into play, because you can still crack the map on your turn and get Tron online.
Tron's online, but you don't have all your mana. Like next turn, you can just Ratchet Bomb a turn slower, but then also have a bunch of extra mana.
Ryan has returned
From the void.
from the void. Gonna play a big boy
A big Endbringer.
and a Pithing Needle on the
Yeah. Well,
plating. That's pretty good.
yeah, like here's this Blood Moon.
But here's this
But-
Blood Moon.
But here's this Endbringer and Pithing Needle. This is still game 1. Yeah. Wait, no.
Yeah. Wait.
We're in in sideboards.
Oh yeah, we're in sideboards. Never
Nathaniel won.
mind.
Or Alex won. Sorry.
Alex won. I forgot.
I feel like
it was so quick. I forgot.
I knew who it was. I just said Nathaniel because he's been playing Affinity for the past few weeks.
He has been playing Affinity. He's been playing Affinity a little longer than that.
I mean, exclusively Affinity the past few weeks.
That's fair. So even in the face of this Blood Moon,
Slam. Memnite, Signal Pest, Opal.
that's pretty slow.
Well, Chalice on 0.
Yeah, but you gotta make him learn that. Because apparently that's a thing. Why does that card have to say counter? Why can't it just say can't be cast?
I don't know. It's
'Cause then
garbage.
it would stop all the dumb chalice shenanigans. So the good thing about this matchup is it seems to go pretty quick.
Mhm.
Either Eldrazi finds really good hate stuff, or Affinity runs it over.
And without Nathaniel being on the play is huge.
Yes.
Like, now Nathaniel can't Chalice on 0. Nathaniel has a harder time getting to Tron and getting relevant things like Endbringer down before Alex can suit up his board.
That's fair.
And if Alex sticks a Steel Overseer, like, there goes your Endbringers and Walking Blisses being the best cards in your deck.
Seems like we're having a decent amount of camera focus issues. It's probably just because both players are, or mostly Alex is shaking the table a little bit. Land go from Affinity, that's not the start they really want to see, ever.
Nope, not really.
Then you're doing the usual land map go.
Unless he just picked up the Opal, I don't get why he held it. If there's a chance Chalice could still come.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Nathaniel wouldn't Chalice on 0 on the draw, really.
There's still a chance he would, seeing that Alex played nothing just to stop Opals. It also, in the future, stops just Ornithopters from becoming guys with power when there's a Steel Overseer in play.
We're going to see a Ballista trade with a Steel Overseer, I believe.
Seems like a decent trade, like, if he doesn't have much else going on, and Alex has had a slow start. I think Alex was doing the pump fake on Blood Moon.
I think he was just about to tap 3 mana, realized he didn't have Metalcraft, and now he's rethinking his line.
I mean, he could tap his Inkmoth to activate it and have 3 artifacts. So he's just gonna deploy a Cranial Plating and beat for 1 Infect.
Nice.
Daniel's just having the Pithing Needle. What do you think of Pithing Needles here?
Not Mox Opal.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure. Could be on map, though.
Ooh, another Inkmoth.
Now you wanted the Pithing Needle on Inkmoth. Master
of Ethereum. Master of Puppets.
Pull in your memes.
Pull in your memes. Hoogland is streaming. The big Papa Hoogs.
I'm just gonna put Hoogland's face on a Hooting Mandrills. That'll be a good idea.
Why do you do this?
I don't know.
I like it. Daniel getting Tron land. Pretty sure he has another piece in his hand that I've been seeing for a little while.
There's another mine in his hand.
Oh,
He
it's
has 2
another
mines.
mine. Okay. I knew it was a piece. I couldn't quite tell which one it was.
It is a Mine Sphere Art from Chronicles.
Ooh, I am not familiar enough with the Tron lands to recognize them instantly, other than
That's not Chronicles. That's Antiquities. Sorry.
yeah, get it right. The only ones I can
Unless they're not
recognize
English.
are towers and the mine that looks like a tower.
Hmm.
Because
Because it's
people are
garbage.
scumbags.
Yeah.
Oh, I play with 5 versus tower.
For 2. Kill him. Come on and slam. We beepin'. Honk honk, beep beep.
I'm assuming Alex just didn't want to give Nathaniel cards. Yeah, that's most likely it. And taking 3 isn't really a big deal right now.
Woo!
That's
Swing for 3, 6
yeah.
in the air.
That infects Nathaniel out, and he is dead.
Wow. The dead. Now Nathaniel plays Ryan. Then I play Corey. Then I play Ryan.
All right. So I'm gonna take a look at these
Wait.
notes.
Ryan, Nathaniel. Alright, so Alex is happening now, so then Nathaniel plays Ryan, so it just makes sense for me to play Ryan after Nathaniel does to avoid a swap.
Yes.
So, cool. We get to see Eldrazi Tron versus, Abzan. Junk, as he likes it to be called.
No, it is Abzan.
It is Abba Zana.
It'd be Zinni.
Abby Zanny.
Abzaddy.
Obzon.
Obzadat.
The Ghost AIDS. Siege Rhino Tribal.
I'm fine with this. 32 Siege Rhino. Let's go.
32 Siege Rhinos. What about Siege Dino? How do you feel about Siege Dino?
Is that a thing?
Hmm?
What?
Called,
Oh, it's the meme card.
yeah, the meme card.
I like it. I played it.
It's just purple Siege Rhino, and also a big bony head.
And it has Enrage. Do the Siege Rhino.
ETB trigger, but Enrage.
Oh gosh, no, it's not junk. It is Abzan. You see, you know why you don't call it junk? Because
Pile.
there's this one archetype
Uh-huh.
called Little Kid Abzan.
Uh-huh.
What happens when you call it Little Kid Junk? That is actually why they stopped calling it junk. Not well, other than them actually coming up with the name Abzan, but it
Yeah.
didn't catch on for
For a bit.
yeah. The cons names actually didn't catch on for around a year, I'd say.
Just got caught on from
Just got
America.
caught on pretty quickly.
I mean, people stopped calling things Kalia and stopped calling things America, but like Junk and Bug and Rug stuck around for a really long while.
Rug is so much better than T-Ran.
Yeah, when I played Bug, I still called it Bug.
Bug is better.
When
than
we're talking
Sultai.
about Legacy Delver, we'll still call it Rug. Like, Junk is the one that I just didn't really.
yeah, it's Abzan.
Abzan.
I want to play Little Kid Abzan, not. I don't want to play with Little Kid Junk.
I hope you don't.
Get that infect counter out of here. We don't need that for this matchup.
Are you sure about that? That's what I
thought. Yeah.
Viridian Corruptor.
What?
Viridian Corruptor.
Pretty sure Ryan's not playing that. Pretty sure he would just be playing like.
Not Rexage. No, no, no.
No, he would just play
Not
like
Pride Mage. No, no, no.
Abrupt Decay.
No, he's going face. Face is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Well, his hands already look like garbage. Swamp Lily, Thoughtsea Scoos, Inquisition Gwyff.
Well, that's a one-lander.
He's gonna
He's
keep
keeping it.
Please
Good
don't.
lord.
It's not keepable He's keeping it based on the fact he has 2 discard spells.
I've got a discord spell, and then a discord spell, and then
Nathaniel's comment was, my hand is really good if I draw one thing. He has Mine Tower Mine, so he just
like
needs...
just Natty Tron with a turn 1 play and a turn 3 payoff. Like seems fine.
Yeah.
Thing is, Ryan's hand needs a lot to get it going, and
Ooh, get that Inquisition out of here.
Nathaniel's hand already has things going for it.
Ryan getting rewarded for keeping a bad hand.
He's not quite there yet.
I mean, rewarded in the sense he's not missing his second land drop,
No, not a second.
which is pretty important.
It's really important, yeah.
So Nathaniel's hand now just lands, but that's fine. He doesn't care.
Like you have Seagate Wreckage, you make your land drops, and you can enjoy your time sitting back.
Yeah, his top decks are just generally better than Ryan's. Inquisition.
All right, Ryan, are you gonna play the threat or the discard spell that you know is probably gonna whiff? Making the call to play Goy.
100% know it works. He knows his hand.
Oh yeah,
Because Nathaniel played
the
the
map
card he
was the
drew.
new card.
Yep. Nathaniel asking him if he's shocking.
No, I'm main phase fetching this Temple Garden, untapped, but not taking the damage. As you do.
Looks like he's going to play the Skoos. Good on him for not playing the Goyf. That would just do nothing. Well, it would do nothing for like a turn or two, but it would eventually do something. But at least the Skoos can attack for 2 the turn he gets to untap.
3. Assuming he just doesn't pop the relic now.
I mean, so...
He's
what
gonna have
happens-
2 mana.
What happens is, Ryan targets something with Skoos, and then Nathaniel goes, in response, relic myself, exile the thing you're targeting. Unless he draws another green mana.
In which case you can just pop it. Oof, ow, I'm at 14. Ooh,
Is
12.
the-
That really hurt.
Is the exile all graveyards part of relic a tap ability?
No.
That is good to know. So Ryan's probably just going for this Liliana here.
Sure. Congratulations, you're gonna make him discard a land, and you have to discard cards that do things.
I mean, this other Liliana, this Inquisition is absolutely not doing anything. So it's fine.
I still...
Like, this play isn't great, but to be honest, Abzan's not great against Tron variants. Just as an archetype.
Part of me likes getting the Goyf down plus a Skoos activation to force the relic. Next turn he has Liliana, and Goyf turns into a 2/3.
Spaniel tapping Mucho Mano.
That is a 4/4 Ballista. It's going to be
pretty big.
still a 4/4 Ballista. Well, I think that's what Nathaniel wanted.
That's definitely what Nathaniel wanted. He's gonna kill the he's gonna kill the Skoos and kill the Liliana. Ryan's gonna play a second Liliana. He's gonna uptick, pitch a land. Oh no, he's gonna pitch a Lingering Souls. That's pretty good. So his hand
Goyf's his only card. Nathaniel has all his dust? Question mark? Is that what he picked up?
I couldn't tell. He has a Seagate Wreckage, which is a pretty good card.
That's 6
Burn.
mana. Eat a Liliana down tick, and then what's in your hand? Show me, Nathaniel.
If it's an All His Dust, it's really good for him here. Because just that one half of the Lingering Souls is not going to be a very quick clock. Ryan doing the annoying thing of not passing until after he's counted up his Goyf.
Pow.
Pow, pow, pow.
Right in the kisser.
Another Goyf and Flashback Souls. Excuse me.
Land creature sorcery tribal planeswalker.
Oh, tribal.
Artifact. We're missing instant enchantment.
I believe so. Tribal sorcery. Planeswalker.
Then creature
Artifact.
sorcery is 3, tribal planeswalker is 2 more,
Yeah.
and then artifact is 6. Congrats, you have a 4/4.
He just wanted to draw a card. Curious to what he drew, and it's just a land. Well, no, he could have played it, couldn't he?
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what it
Well, we're gonna get to
was.
see it.
Oof, ow.
Oh,
My worm
that's
coils.
Pretty. That's a pretty good Thoughtseize target.
Well, now he gets a Seagate.
It's a Seagate, yeah.
Thinking about the reasoning for putting out the Thought Knot over the worm coil.
He had pretty sure he had to play the Thought Knot to be able to Seagate.
He could have played the worm coil and get hit by discard spell, and the exact same thing happened. But now he would have a worm coil instead of a Thought Knot. He had 2 cards in hand, and it was Thought Knot, Worm Coil. He could cast either one of them, have 1 card in hand. It gets hit by Thoughtseize.
Okay, I thought he had to play the Thought Knot to activate a Seagate, and then that's why he didn't cast his Worm Coil, because he drew the card. But I could be wrong.
That would be assuming you can only activate Seagate when you're Hellbent, so he would be... He would know he would be getting hit by a discard spell at that point, in which case you don't want to lose your Worm Coil.
Yeah, but
So it's really weird.
he could have, at that point, I think he had enough mana. He had enough mana to cast most things in his deck. He may have just been thinking. I could be entirely wrong, but I don't remember what happened at this point. Daniel hitting a lot of mana. Ooh, he'll get to draw a card.
Picks up another land?
It looked like another Seagate.
I thought it was a temple, but we'll probably get a look at it.
It was colorful.
Colorful for a Tron deck.
Yeah. El Scuzo.
Waste. Yep, that's definitely 2 lands. Yep. What a waste of a draw step.
Nathaniel with the puns. Okay, it was a temple. I was wrong, you were right.
God. Yeah, rewards for hands that are just bad.
Yeah, that was
That was not a keep.
not anywhere close to a keep, but he somehow did it.
Hands where you would keep that if you know your opponent's mulling and you know they're on storm.
Yeah, if I knew my opponent was mulling and on storm, and I knew I was guaranteed my top card to be a land, I would keep that hand. And those exact 3 scenarios.
Yeah, just swamp discard in the blind, or even against E-Tron will still get you killed so hard.
But it ended up working out because Nathaniel drew a lot of lands that game. So sideboarding. What do you think Nathaniel brings in?
I do not know E-Tron sideboard. I feel like his hangerbacks are good, just maximizing. A lot of his threats feel bad against Path, but if he ups the amount of things that give him bonuses from actual destroy,
some more relics.
Relics and hangerbacks are
Relics,
coming in.
hangerbacks, and ratchet bomb.
I mean, ratchet bomb to deal with lingering souls are like a double goif. Or if a Lily's about to ult, sometimes you can get that up.
Brian's bringing on a lot of cards. The only one I know for sure was that.
I know he's got Fulminators.
Okay, so bringing in Fulminators. Pretty sure I saw him bring in a Tireless Tracker.
If anything, you're cutting Inquisition.
You should definitely cut Inquisitions. Like, they hit a lot of good things, but the things you're trying to hit...
The things that are going to win him the game. You're also on the draws. You're not going to be cutting off any maps or Basilisk Collars.
Correct. Eldrazi Charm played Basilisk Collar.
Yep. They're using the infect token as the advantage bar.
Can we please not have an advantage bar?
We are definitely not.
Thank
I will go
God.
in there and I will rip that away from them. The second I see him push it, I'm getting up and moving in there. Leave it for now. I want them to know their actions have consequences.
Thank you. There's- Ryan commenting, telling Nathaniel that his hand was garbage last game.
But
Nathaniel
better
saying
lucky
he
than
hates him.
good.
Better lucky than good.
After this, I get to try to stomp on Ryan, but probably lose to Lingering Souls. Incredible.
What are you playing?
Jeskai Flash.
Ooh, the flashy build.
I definitely prefer control against it,
Yeah.
but like Flash is still better than Tempo.
I mean, the only difference is Geist.
Yeah, Geist gets in. It is 3 mana,
Deal 4
sorcery
damage
speed,
once.
4 damage once on the turn after, and that's
Geist is
it.
pretty bad.
It's a really, really bad Jeskai charm in that scenario.
I think I'd rather just have Jeskai Charm.
Oh yeah,
Like,
even better than that is playing Searcher's Contest.
First Base Combo's pretty good.
Pretty
I'm
good.
trying to find room for 1 to 2 of them in Blue Moon.
Definitely over the Spreading Seas.
Like, it seems counterintuitive at first, but then you're like, wait, I don't have to flip it. I can just leave it as an enchantment with my Blood Moon in play.
Mm. Or you can find your Blood Moon with it if you need it.
Correct.
Oh no, Ryan has 2 man lands. Cool. Now he has mountains.
And it gives me more red mana when I Blood Moon with it in play.
Strong.
Thinking ahead. Because boy, do I have trouble hitting red mana sometimes.
That one game was
Which
four blue and 1 red.
Yeah.
Well, 5 blue and 1 red, I guess. One of them being a duel.
Yeah. It was not great.
Fun.
It wasn't fun. I was like, yeah, I have a bunch of good cards in my hand. Oh, I can only cast one of them.
Yep. And we're talking about that and how Corey. I'm
Had
sure
so much interaction.
he had things to beat you if you found the second red source, but I liked him going for it, knowing you only had Static Caster, at best, Static Caster, Cryptic, and Bolt. Were the best 3 cards you could have. And
Also, comment from Corey after that game is the only reason because he took a very long time he was in the tank for a very long time.
We were in here thinking with him because we knew that his line was to either kill the Static Caster or force you to use it.
And the comment he made to me afterwards was it took him so long because he was forgetting that he had already dealt me 1 point of impact.
It's like, shit, I can only deal you 9.
Yes.
Looks over. Oh, I can deal you 9.
Yeah. Kitchen Lynx.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or as my one opponent in an IQ called it, kitchen Sphinx. He kept referring to it as a Sphinx. And every time he said it, I would be like, no, Sphinx. I was like, yeah, Sphinx. I think he was a little challenged, but I didn't want to be rude. Because he also couldn't wrap his head around the Nightfall combo.
It's pretty simple in terms of combos.
Yeah,
like,
it's like
even slightly easier to understand than Splinter Twin.
Yeah, It's
Like-
just a lot more actions.
Well, this guy gets a land. Getting a land
untaps him.
untaps him, and then he gets another land, which untaps him.
He also gets big.
I mean, he gets swole in the process. He's
Yeah.
basically Kylo Ren. I'm sorry, Swallow Ben is his new internet name.
Is he shirtless?
I mean, absolutely. High-waisted pants, shirtless.
The high-waisted pants.
Man, I need to get me some high-waisted pants. Leggings. Kylo Ren. Leggings. I think that was one of the first things brought up on stream tonight was just Kylo Ren memes.
Really?
Either just before or as we started.
I'm glad it's come forward. We can't see that, Ryan.
Pretty sure it was a Maelstrom Pulse. But, like, it's a Maelstrom Pulse. What does a Maelstrom Pulse even hit, though?
Yeah, it can't hit lands.
Like, why are you showing it off?
Because he's like, I'll just kill the thing he plays. And technically he is correct. But he can't kill both of those.
I mean, he also couldn't kill in all his stuff if that was his hand.
Correct. Nathaniel, know what's up. So, notably, Ryan had a path in hand. I actually like using the path more and saving the Maelstrom Pulse because it has more utility.
It has more utility, but you still have to think about Wormcoil Engine and,
He can already cast Worm Coil.
No. Wormcoil Engine and,
You're talking about...
like, as you kill
Yeah.
them, you want to save your exile effects. Why can I not think of the Thopter, dude?
Hangerback Walker.
Hangerback Walker.
I mean,
I think you want to save your paths for those, and using your sorcery speed removal now is probably fine. I don't see a downside.
that's fair. So, casting this Chalice for 0 so we can draw a card seems like a fine use, actually.
I mean,
Chalice isn't doing much this late in the game.
no.
Nathaniel just needs to find things to not die.
Like, at best, you can put it on 2. So, in that situation, Nathaniel either drew a 2-drop that did nothing. I think the best 2-drop he could have drawn would be a Walking Ballista to take care of the Kitchen Finks.
Ryan, I'm calling the police on you. I don't even know if they
Smashing.
heard that. I don't know how sensitive that microphone is. Ryan, I'm calling the police. And Ryan takes a 2-0, and that's not how that match is supposed to go, honestly. Historically speaking.
Mhm.
So,
Now
that's
it's my turn.
Now it's your turn. I think you'll be fine.
I should
Just-
be a little
just-
bit better than Nathaniel's games.
Just tempo, yeah.
Like, Spellquiller his dudes,
Spellcaller's dude, not his removal spells.
and then Logic not his removal spells.
Yeah.
And then get there.
TM.
I'll be back.
What a turn of events. We will momentarily be getting Nathaniel back in the booth, I believe. Looking forward to that. And we'll be having Sebastian on Jeskai Tempo, or no, Flash. Jeskai Flash versus Ryan on Abzan still. Interesting to see how that matchup will go. Hopefully more exciting than the last one. I'm sad for you, honestly. That was hard to watch.
To answer the question involving the Chalice, it was on 0. At that point,
Yes.
my way of winning the game was hoping to top that somehow.
Yes, top deck the Worm Coil that got thought seized for the second time.
Yeah.
So me and Sebastian were having a small conversation about that. The turn you played the Thought Knot and then got the Worm Coil Thought Seized. Was your hand Thought Knot and Worm Coil, or did you have to Thought Knot to activate Seagate?
Okay. So the turn that I drew the Worm Coil engine.
And he Thought Seized it because you had well enough mana to cast it, and you had decided to put a Thought Knot in the Seer.
No, if I could have cast it, I would have cast it.
You could have. You had Tron online at that time.
What game?
1. Game 2, it was you had 2 Eldrazi Temples untapped after chalicing the 0
I don't
to
remember
Seagate.
having a point where I could have cast it.
What I'm pretty sure happened was you had to Thought Knot to activate it. You cast a Thought Knot and Seagated in the same turn,
Yes,
trying
that is correct.
to find something because after your Seagate Wreckage activation, I believe you had 5 mana,
Yes, that's what happened.
which can cast most of your deck.
Yeah.
So I was like, Sebastian thought you had both in your hand, and you had decided to go for the Thought Knot instead of the Worm
No,
Coil.
like if I had the opportunity, like I think that I maybe could have waited till Ryan's turn to activate the Seagate, but there weren't enough things I could hit that I could cast there.
Yes.
So I went to just go and do it.
Yeah, I think it's reasonable. You can cast ballistas. You can cast
Like,
relics, maps. What's the 3-drop 3/2?
Matter Reshaper.
Matter Reshaper.
The play I made both times I got punished by the Thoughtseize. It definitely left me open to getting punished, but at the same time, I like doing it Sorcerer Speed because I had.
Because if you draw a thing you can cast it.
Yeah.
I like it too.
It felt bad because he also only both times top decked the Thoughtseize.
Yes. And that game 1 hand of his that was Swamp, double discard, Liliana, Goyf. Other spell I don't remember. I think that was it. Sebastian's hand. Shocking to represent 2 mana spells. Looks like Spell Queller, Island. Blue spell, Bolt. What is that? Is a Vendilion click.
Yeah.
Hand seems pretty good.
That seems pretty okay.
Haven't checked out Ryan's yet, but it's probably jank.
I mean, he'll probably try to drink from our game, top deck pretty perfectly.
Yeah.
He also went with the game that he played too early on his top deck, kept 1 man hand.
Yeah. It was Swamp, Thoughtseize, Inquisition, Liliana, Goyf.
I was upset.
We both were too, actually. We may have said some unkind things to him keeping that hand.
I believe that I played pretty correctly after that point. Anyway.
You played correctly. It's just your draws did not match up well with his.
Yeah. Alright, so Sebastian quickly answering that ground player. He's holding Spellcaller now.
He's holding up Spellcaller if he needs to, Click if he needs to, Bolt, Logic Knot if he needs to.
I think it's Crawler if he needs to, Click if he wants to.
Yes. Like, if Ryan ends up doing nothing, I think Click is fine. But this is just going to immediately get Spellquellered.
Yeah, this is solid value for Spellcaller. Because it makes you play a Vendilion very fast.
Yeah. Also, since you have 2 interaction spells to protect the Spellqueller, it makes the Spellqueller a lot better. Was that a Cryptic, or is that a Serum he picked up? It is a blue spell. Not a land. That's for sure.
Correct. What you looking at there?
Noticed you have Sprite.
Do I?
Please? I love Sprite. It is caffeine free.
I drank like 2 energy drinks today, but that was solely because
Multiple double shots.
multiple double shots. You're not dead. That's good.
I am not dead. Thankfully they have just slightly more caffeine than a soda. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
They have like, I think it's around 80
Okay, so Sebastian's getting what
Oh,
we Magic players like to call
blown out.
He's getting a Lingering Souls, Liliana, and Wrathing Sebastian Ford.
We unfortunately didn't get to see the very cool interaction with Flashback Lingering Souls Spell Queller.
Liliana should be at 1.
Doesn't matter. I was about to correct them, but Sebastian handled it for me.
Now that being said, Sebastian's stuck on lands.
Yeah.
Holding a grip of Double Logic Knot, Vendilion Click. He's gonna have to Logic Knot this. And it feels real bad.
It feels bad, but it keeps you from dying super quickly.
And he's gonna also have to exile his entire graveyard to do it.
That feels really bad.
And he's just losing to these flyers as well, which is the part that's also rough. Like, I think Sebastian's just. I don't think Sebastian can win this game at this point.
It would take a lot, actually.
And the thing is, reason that I don't. One of the big things about this deck is, unlike traditional Jeskai, where like you're actually pretty favored in this matchup, you're not. You're just not favored.
What makes the win percentage go down in the different builds?
Because you don't have enough ability in Jeskai Flash.
That's fair. That's very understandable.
Like, you don't have your big top end like Gideon's or Johnny's or Elspeth's or whatever, you know.
Yeah, you're just hoping like some spell callers and snapcasters get there.
Yeah, and a lot of times you're just like, hey, look at my medium deck, and you're like, yeah, that's a medium deck. My deck plays on medium deck.
Yeah. How do you feel about the Full Art Spirits?
I like them.
I definitely think the Full Arts were a good idea for camera matches.
Yeah. So one thing, I'm gonna bring up something that I heard from Alex and Corey. When you're playing Abzan versus Jeskai, just how he already had 4 lands and he had fetch land out. Cracking the fetch land was unnecessary, and possibly incorrect.
Yeah, you can just.
He can no longer fatal push a spell caller.
Yes, correct. But it's Ryan.
But like, it doesn't matter because like, I think Ryan could do literally nothing but attack. Like he could skip his draw step and just attack from this point, and Sebastian loses.
Yes, unfortunately, for Sebastian.
I'm exaggerating a bit, but it's basically that.
Thoughtseize, let's see what's up. I like conceding here, so he doesn't see it.
That's fair.
And maybe he thinks you're just like some weird control list. And
No,
not
he knows
Flash.
exactly what you're on at this point. Well, he
might think you're on tempo though.
He doesn't know about the Mendelian click specifically.
Yes, like you're not winning this game, even if you hit your lands.
Also worth noting, I played this deck a while back, and when I did it, I was playing it with Restoration Angels and some other weird stuff. I like that build a little bit better, just solely because, like, once again, these matchups don't feel nearly as bad because you can go over top of them.
I mean, Restoration Angel sounds really interesting because you can set up some really cool things with spell callers if you just run them out naked and then your opponent casts a spell.
Yeah.
Because you can exile it under spell caller. Also, interesting things I found out. If your opponent has a spell queller and you flicker it, it has to exile the spell on the stack.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was a or it was a must.
Yeah. Spell Queller is a weird card.
It is. Land. Hoo. Was that a settle?
That was a subtle rocket card.
Did he know about it already?
I do not believe so.
I don't think you showed it. You should have showed it to him.
Well, the thing is,
Well, he's starting to stabilize now.
he can stabilize. We once again have the problem of, like, also, I think Ryan should just double attack here.
Like
you incentivize that subtle package. By not double attacking, Smash has no reason to subtle package. And you gotta need to eventually bite that subtle package.
and if you're like not gonna double attack the turn before, then why not just
Because now you're telegraphing that you drew something. And Sebastian's just gonna take it because he knows that Ryan drew something.
Yeah, easy spell caller target. He knows Ryan's hand is his land.
I think that Sebastian has a good possibility of stabilizing here.
Spell caller staying on something duty, which it should at this point.
Yeah.
If his hand had more burn effects, I almost like attacking.
I almost
It's not very good, but I almost like it. Ryan to run a removal spell.
top deck path deck style though. Not much to say there.
He does have a Logic Knot in his hand.
He does have a logic.
He can dump a bunch of resources into countering it.
He should.
He should, because he knows Ryan's hand.
Yeah, 100%. Dump all the resources.
There we go.
He needs to exile 5 things. He needs to leave the Lightning Helix in there and probably the Logic. Yeah. Or the Path Exile.
Yeah.
Because he has a Logic Knot going.
Yeah, because Logic Knot's going into the graveyard.
He does have a double fetch land here, so he can go ahead and have that Cestus Colonnade online next turn. He does have to go to exactly 1 life, which is not great, but...
No, but at this point, he's dying to a Rhino anyway.
Yeah. So, now the question becomes, does Sebastian double fetch here?
I like... Do you like clicking to see what's up, or do you like waiting to Ryan's draw step? Oh, he doesn't have a click?
No,
What's his
last
hand?
card is Saddle.
Saddle, you're correct. I thought it was blue for a second.
Yeah, he's double fetching here. I like single. I actually kind of think about more like single fetching.
Yeah, single fetching seems fine. It leaves
Because you
you...
can wait till your turn to decide if you want to track double fetch and just get base land.
Yes. Didn't quite catch the draw.
What was it from?
I didn't quite catch it.
I think it was Path Exile, but it was a little... Oh, no, it's another
Celestial.
Celestial. So, that's pretty good here.
That's a good reason to like hold on to a lot of those lands you had.
Fetch lands?
Yeah. Like there's a good while he held on to the 2 lands he had in his hand and then randomly started playing them.
Yeah, when you're playing a deck like this, you do need to be mindful of every little vantage point. Like you said, not cracking fetch lands.
Not cracking fetches for
base
both.
Pushes are live.
Yeah, for both pushes and tireless trackers.
Holding your lands when you, because like if you're just top decking, your deck isn't that mana. Your only mana hungry card is what's his name? Scavenging Goose.
Yeah,
and
that's only green mana.
Yes, he played.
Yeah, he already had one in play.
So
Abrupt Decay.
yeah, that's
Good, as it usually is. I mean, it happens.
I honestly hate seeing Sebastian lose this game because I think Sebastian, for the most part, has made very good plays, and I think Ryan's made a lot of questionable plays.
Correct, but Ryan's getting rewarded for playing an easy deck. Well, on the surface, an easy deck.
Also, I assume that Ryan has no basic plans left, otherwise he definitely should have got his basic left out of Rocket.
Well, Sebastian conceded after casting.
And you can see it after drawing.
Oh.
Maybe it's full toss. Anyways, so Sebastian lost. Like I said, I think his matchup is not good. And testing it just did not feel great.
Elspeth. Supreme Verdict. EE seems fine.
He's sideboarding partially into a control deck, which is what is good in this matchup, but
He's just going to be a bad control deck. Unfortunately.
He's going to be a deck that's not going all in on the burn, and he's not going all in on the control, so he's using the speed of Nino. And he's not strong enough in either way to be junk just doing junk things. Like, you draw your man, you play your man. You got your men.
Dudes.
Bros.
And ghosts.
Lilianas. Oh my.
I like Settle the Wreckage, although it feels slightly less good now that Ryan knows about it.
Well, it's also, like, I don't think it was correct to see when Sebastian was, like, I think that he had a way out, and I think that if Ryan had some slightly less optimal draws, or Sebastian had better draws, he could have won the game.
Do we know what his draw for turn was when he conceded?
Do not.
Done.
I imagine it was not good.
I would assume so. Yep, taking out that negate seems fine.
It's also a matchup where Spellcaller is just not that great.
But like, you have to. I think you have to leave most of them
No,
in.
you have to leave it in. I'm
Like-
just making a statement. The Spellcaller is not great in this
Spell
matchup.
Queller is not great in a lot of matchups, but in the matchups it's really good in. It's like the best card in your deck.
Yeah. I think the thing is that there are occasionally periods where the deck like Jeskai Flash can do really well. Those periods are when people are playing decks that are all based around resolving one single spell, and they're all in decks. When I played the Architect a while back, it was because everyone was playing prison decks.
Yeah.
And they were just like, I'm gonna cast them on one spell a turn. And you're like, spell card. Like, that's an issue.
Yeah.
And then like if everyone's on like Escape Shift or something else, spell card is good.
Yeah.
But in Modern's current state, it's like if you're playing against Affinity, it's sure it's fine, but I'd rather have just like a Supreme Verdict.
I like the Quellers versus Affinity.
And I'm not even saying it's one. I'm saying it's good against it, but I'm saying it's not as good as it could be.
Oh, I guess that's fair.
Because like Affinity can pretty easily beat a spell card.
Yeah.
But they like if you have that Supreme Verdict or you have that other inevitability card, it gets a little bit trickier with them. And I think
In my very limited experience with Jeskai Tempo versus Affinity, Spell Queller was really good. It allowed me to deal with problems and then start racing because it's backed up by all my removal.
so. I've been on both sides of the table, and the Jeskai Control matchup, the Jeskai Tempo matchup, the Jeskai Flash build Smash was on, and the Jeskai Flash was heavy like I was on. Heavy Jeskai Flash felt slightly unfavored for Affinity.
Okay.
Jeskai Flash is Bastion's on currently. I think it feels by you, weirdly enough.
Okay.
Because it feels favored game one and slightly favored game one for Affinity, slightly favored for Sebastian.
Okay.
Tempo builds, I think, are the same, only slightly less favorable than Jeskai Flash.
Okay.
And Jeskai Control feels like the actual worst matchup for Affinity.
Okay. That seems reasonable. I think a lot of it depends on the draw from the Affinity player.
Yeah. The thing is, though, out of all the decks, Jeskai Control has the best chance of beating a nut draw. Because you have Supreme Verdict. And that matters a lot.
It matters a decent amount of the time.
Yeah. Like, there are times it doesn't.
There are times where it's like, I wish this wasn't 4 mana.
Yeah, but it also just, it cleanly answered Arcbound Ravager.
It's fair. Fetch. That's not how that works.
Hello? Oh, he stopped using.
Oh, the hot seas. Okay.
I think.
I
Yeah.
don't know. He hasn't put the spell on the table yet.
Okay, there it is.
There-
There's
there.
that. Oh, see.
Cryptic Elspeth spell. Path. Lightning Bolt. Out of those, pretty sure Elspeth's the hardest to deal with.
Elspeth's the hardest to deal with, but you do have time.
That's fair.
Also, Sebastian has 2 lands.
Oh, that's awkward. Brian has a bunch in his hand, I believe.
Sebastian's hand just looks very medium. I think I wouldn't necessarily go for Follow, but it's fun. I think I would probably go for Cryptic there.
What is the action in Ryan's hand? All I can see is lands.
I can't honestly know.
Bless you. Well, there is a Rhino. I'm pretty sure. Yes. The good old Siegem Rhino. Take that fetch damage. Do it. You fetched. Lose a life.
Let's wait to see if he shocks.
Okay.
He took the damage.
He did it the right
feel
way
like-
this time.
So, I'm just kind of going to call this preemptively. I feel like we're going to see Sebastian lose the game without actually playing the game. Like, lose this match without actually playing this match.
Yeah. and then we're gonna hear from Ryan about how he played the match so well.
That's fair.
Think this is getting pathed?
So it's kind of rough to path it, it's there's mana efficiency is concerned.
But he's not doing anything on his turn if he doesn't path it
Like
now.
even if he draws a land, he's not doing anything.
Like,
It gets to be a bit awkward because like you're also ramping Ryan towards turn for Rhino.
yeah, I think
That's not that great.
I don't think he needs to path here.
Yeah, I think they can wait.
Like the one thing that makes pathing here okay is drawing Logic Knot. But if you're drawing Logic Knot, then you're not drawing anything else.
Yeah, that's just using the common knowledge. No, it's not correct. Common logic. God. I messed it up.
You missed it, but I turned the lights off on Nathaniel because he messed the joke up.
I dropped it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Alright, so Sebastian can't beat that Liliana. Just straight can't beat it.
Correct.
His hand is Garbo.
Question.
What's up?
Do you like deploying the Siege Rhino instead?
I like playing Liliana.
I like playing the Siege Rhino because you know Sebastian's hand can't answer it for a while,
That's fair.
and you know he already used the path.
Yeah, but I think that Liliana is just a very good inevitability card to have on the board. Like, it's gonna do something, and he has a Liliana uptick, he has Thoughtseize, like he's just gonna take Sebastian's hand, and he's just gonna throw it in the garbage. Just throw it in there.
Discard that Fatal Push. Yeah, that's a pretty good discard. Gonna cast his Thoughtseize, see that nothing is happening, and then he's gonna cast a Siege Rhino, and
Sebastian's gonna be out of the game.
Sebastian's gonna proceed to the crying phase of the game.
It was a pretty hard fought game from Sebastian.
It was.
He sat there and he took it all. That was it.
Who's playing after this? Is it Alex? What's going on? I can't read this.
Sebastian versus Corey.
Sebastian versus Corey. Okay.
We're gonna have Infect and Air Quote versus
How do you? Isn't Infect this cool?
Jeskai and Air Quote.
I mean,
Sorry, we'll call it Jeskai Good Deck, and then we'll put the Good Deck in Air Quote.
no, just put just good because it's a deck. What is Sebastian doing here? Was he fetch shocking in response? Oh, he wants to bolt. I mean, it doesn't feel good. Oh, does he have a Snapcaster? He might just want to play the Snap Blaster. There we go, we did it. Discard that Cryptic.
And now he's gonna see the Siege Rhino. He's gonna cry a little bit. There's gonna be tears. There are going to be tears.
I like the pretend to concede.
It's a good move.
We might see the actual concede now, to be honest.
It's not completely out of the game yet.
Ooh, kill that Liliana. Find the land.
Okay, so you theoretically win at this point.
Theoretically, yes.
They're both Hellbent, Heckbent. No. Ryan's Heckbent, Sebastian's Hellbent.
Yeah. Sure. I didn't catch any of that. But apparently they had...
No, that adds up. Because Sebastian was at 14, he should have gone down to 11. And
Okay.
He should have taken 4 from combat.
Okay.
And now Ryan top decking it. Now they're a really good threat. And Sebastian top decking nothing.
Supreme Verdict. He picked up a concede. Poor Sebastian.
Yeah, like, I do feel that, like, I think that he played really well for the most part.
He played to his outs.
But, like, he just couldn't do much there. Like,
It's what happens when your opponent's, drawn like perfect.
yeah. I mean, it was more so that match, not so much as what his opponent was doing. It was just that Sebastian just couldn't do anything. Like, he was stuck on mana game 2 to the nth degree. He was stuck on mana game 1. And he was stuck in, like, he didn't have anything to do with that mana.
That's reasonable.
Like, he just, at that point, Sebastian's skill with the deck doesn't really matter anymore.
That's pretty reasonable.
So, now we're going to have
Jeskai
the
Flash
finale. Jeskai Flash
versus
Infect
Infect.
and air quotes. Well, it's only air quotes when we make it. On the screen, it's regular quotes.
Quote Infect, end quote.
Quote, quote, end quote. They don't call me Don Quote for nothing.
What?
It's a spin on the one guy, Don Quixote.
No, it's just
Oh, it's Don Quixote. He just has a hat that's it's just two quote symbols.
Nathaniel, you make me feel like I'm high. Who am I?
I don't know.
Where are you?
That's a solid question. I'm there.
I'm excited to see Corey draw cards.
I'm excited to see Sebastian do things.
Yeah, I'm really hoping we get to see Sebastian do something this game.
Instead of just gonna be Corey going, turn one glistening off. Like turn one tap and Corey's like, yeah. Sebastian's like, yeah, that's neat.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Understandable, have a nice, here's my bag.
What? What is up,
Nothing.
my dude?
I was saying Ulu.
Oh,
Ulu is my catchphrase.
ooh.
Sometimes you say good old Ulu, sometimes you say Ulu, who knows? It's a weird world. Alright, so
Corey trying to teach Alex how to run things.
in theory, this matchup should be pretty favored for Sebastian.
Yeah, like he's got removal, he's got interaction. He's winning the die roll. He won the die roll.
He has removal, he has interaction, he has 5 stock. I think that he's pretty favored here.
Theoretically.
This is gonna be one of those interesting little things to test. I don't think that Jeskai Flash is nearly Jeskai Flash or Jeskai Tempo are nearly as strong as they used to be, or as prominent. But I think it's a good little thing to test to see, like, so do the additions to Corey's deck make it more likely to win against this matchup?
Yeah, Corey's been, playing around with his Infect list because he's like, hey, this Infect may not be very good, right? Like, it may not be great right now, but I'm going to have some fun with it.
So Corey kind of is in the train of thought that a lot of us are, to a degree, only thinks that different way. So the train of thought is right now Modern is just become a format where like literally anything is viable.
Yeah.
And
Definitely unfair things are a little more viable than the rest of than fair things, but
so
fair decks can still win, and they do fairly often.
there are certain things you can do to give you points in tournaments. So you can play things that are completely unexpected to cheese out wins.
Yeah.
That's the camp that Corey falls into currently. He's playing an unexpected build of Impact.
Yeah.
Has things you wouldn't expect, has card advantage you wouldn't expect, and has long game you wouldn't expect. This camp of just playing decks which you are super familiar with, which this also falls in the category of, because Corey used to play traditional Impact quite heavily back in the day.
Yeah, he's also played some Legacy Infect.
He's mixing up the two strategies, even though his current build of Impact might not seem that strong. It's kind of that messy phase of testing new decks where like not everyone wants to. Like you don't always see the final product. Like a lot of times you'll see the final product, but not like the disaster that was leading up to it.
That's fair. I definitely went through a lot of the same, trying out my various builds of Saheeli and Modern.
I've been trying to test a good version of Splinter Twin combo in Modern, but I just haven't found a version viable for some reason out there.
That's a shame.
Shame.
They should do Wizards should do something about that.
Yeah, they should print something that gives support to Splinter Twin.
Wizards, please support this archetype.
Can you not hear me cast it? Am I not loud enough for you? Am I not real? Am I off?
Am I not real enough for you?
Yeah, that's fucking
Awkward.
Were you off that whole time?
Nah.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I was fucking off.
Why were you fucking off? You're supposed to be.
So worth noting-
You're supposed to be sitting right here.
Somehow we had 11 people just listening to you talk to yourself.
I mean, That's like what normally happens when I'm sitting in my room.
So, usually, what I expect when I get handed the mic is that they turn it off before they hand it to me, because like that's the logical thing you do.
Yeah,
So I turn it on,
yeah.
but it was off. I mean, it was on, so I turned it off.
No, I turned it off before I handed it to you.
Then what the fuck did I do?
I don't know. You probably I don't know.
I had
You're
some relevant input.
You're supposed to know what's going on. I'm just the one that sits here and does nothing.
Michael, you've been carrying the stream. I'm proud of you.
I'm having a panic attack.
Anyways, I'm sorry, guys. I
Welcome back, Nathaniel.
don't know how mic works.
There's an ancestral vision from the Infect player.
Yeah,
We missed all of your really good commentary.
I had some really good points.
Holy shit. Why didn't y'all say anything sooner? Gosh. Well, there's the first Infect dude of the game. And we're a couple turns in.
So after this, I'm gonna try to do a brief catch up on what all I said that you couldn't hear. It's gonna be awful, but we're gonna hear it.
Are we, though? Let me turn you off again real quick.
Please no.
It was me, Dio.
You thought it was a functioning mic, but it was actually me, Theo.
Alright, so we see a lightning bolt, and we're gonna see a vine to protect it.
Okay. So is Sebastian gonna try to fight over this?
I don't know, I can't see what his hand is to try to fight.
Looks like he has Logic Knot, and other
Knot?
cards I can see are Logic Knot.
I think I saw a Foil Island in there.
It looks like his hand is not the hottest, except for I can only see one card, so I actually don't know.
Still could only see like one card. So it looks like he chose not to fight.
Sebastian is just going to start revealing one card from his hand every turn. It's going to be the Logic Knot.
That doesn't seem logical.
No, it does not.
Are you proud of me, Dad?
I am proud of you. I'm going to make this stream all about the puns.
See, look, Island. We knew 2 cards in his hand.
Okay, we know an island, we know Logic Knot.
I think I see a Helix. I don't know, I can't tell.
Sebastian's holding at the perfect angle. The perfect angle of which I cannot see anything.
It's honestly hard to like play while revealing your hand to the commentators and not showing it to your opponent by accident.
Yeah, but no, like Sebastian's doing an even more impressive feat. He's doing it so we're just barely at the edge of not being able to see it.
Helix, I called it. Look at me, I'm getting better at seeing the hands, and you're getting worse.
That's fair. I will have possibly new glasses coming in if I don't decide to cancel them. I really should cancel my prescription.
I need glasses in general. So
Yeah. Welcome to Magic playing Magic. It comes with bad vision.
Oh yeah, I got
Got to.
pint-sized potion to Cabal Shadow Priest.
Ryan in there talking about Hearthstone stuff. No one cares about that game, unfortunately.
I mean, people care about it. It's just
Shut up. We're a Magic stream.
I mean, we can make a Hearthstone stream.
Please God.
I'll do
But
it.
we're not Toast
We're not Toast.
or Trump. And thank God we're not Crip. I
Guys,
would kill myself if I was Crip.
I mean, Crip would probably kill himself if he realized he was Crip.
That's so meta. As foretold, ding.
That's so meta 28.
Let's go. I hope he has another Ancestral in hand.
Sebastian's like, how can I beat this card advantage? And Corey's like, how can I hold all this card advantage?
Oops, all card advantage.
Alright. Now, if Corey plays this and then nope, it's getting negated.
Why don't you like having fun, Sebastian?
Sebastian's like, my hand is Logic Knot, Snapcaster Mage, and Settle the Wreckage.
Ooh, that's pretty.
I don't know what
unsettling.
fun is. I am the police of fun.
You missed it.
Hmm?
I said that sounds pretty unsettling.
Oh, that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good
I'm
one.
you, but stronger, but actually weaker.
Probably stronger than me.
No.
Alright. So, Blight Agent. I love these really fast Infect openers. Like,
This has been Like,
Corey's just coming out the gates.
like this is faster than Blazing Soul Impact.
Like, Sebastian just sitting there going, "How can I race this?" And he can't. It's too fast and too
Meow.
furious.
Stop.
Kaladesh Drift.
Hey, Electrolyze, that's a pretty good card, unless your opponent has interaction for both of them. I'm sorry, I'm pretty salty about my match with Corey.
Oh man. Draw 3, draw 1.
Draw 4.
I said draw 3, draw 1. That's the technically correct way of drawing.
I don't care about your technicalities. It's a draw 4.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that a Hase in his hand? Yes.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Josh was talking about a deck he's going to be throwing together soon. Also, once full spoilers out, we're probably going to do a proxy standard. I've not run this by anyone else, but like we're gonna do a proxy standard thing. That's what's happening right now. We're gonna like brew decks.
We're gonna proxy brew some standard decks when we get full spoilers.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
Oh no, it's gonna be great.
Why?
It'll be round 1. Teamer versus teamer. Round 2. Teamer versus teamer. Round 3.
Uh-huh.
Raminuk Red versus teamer.
What about round 4?
So like
Approach?
just randomly we're gonna have Shota Yasuoka show up with Grixis control.
I like it.
Like I don't know why Shota Yasuoka is gonna be coming here, but guys, we're gonna have him.
He's just gonna like be in town. He's like, I know exactly where these people stream by watching them somehow.
He's just gonna crash us. He's just gonna jump in.
He's gonna be knocking on the door, walking in with a dinosaur.
I want to be like, I'll just be like, please notice me, senpai. Am I good enough at control for you? And he'd look at me and be like, no.
Alright, so Settle, Snap Blaster, and Opt.
So his hand is good, but he's not really closing out the game anytime soon, is he?
No, but neither is Corey.
This game's just not.
This is the thing I've noticed about with Corey's infect list. He's just like, he does a lot of
Things.
actions. And then he's like, alright, Infector. Alright, Pump Spells, you're dead.
Yeah.
He plays like, so you have Infect, and he's slow Infect.
Mm.
Long Infect, if you will.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still thinking about how I was just talking for 15 minutes without a mic on.
Yeah, it was about that long. Maybe a little longer.
I'm trying to rethink what I said. It will never be recreated.
You're talking about Corey's in that phase where he's just like trying different things out.
I'll go into it. It was definitely suboptimal of me to forget.
And then I was like, yeah, I understand that. I tried playing Saheeli in Modern for like 5 months.
Okay, wait. So in response to the opt, he's got to become immense.
Become a menace, as some would say.
That's interesting.
I mean, don't you just settle it, right?
Oh yeah, like pretty easy. Pretty easy.
I mean, I guess he also has the option of like Snapcaster, Helix, or Bolt It available to him. But like, Settle's just the cleanest.
Settle's the cleanest, and it's the line I like. Snapcaster also gets blown up by a protection spell.
Yeah.
So.
Resolve this opt. Believe hit you a bolt.
Bolt actually is not that bad here because Sebastian can pretty quickly turn this corner with 6 burst damage from Snapcaster, Bolt, and the Bolt in his hand, and he can settle the wreckage, exiling the one creature in play. Corey's left without a threat, and well, he has one threat in hand.
He has one threat in hand, but if he randomly deploys it, Sebastian gets his bolted here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Corey gets to get his basic.
Corey's basics relevantly are both. All his basics are from beta, I believe.
Are they extra beta? I thought he just bordified them.
No, his are black border.
I mean, mine are black border.
Yours are 3rd edition black border German.
Yes, German FBB.
Sebastian over there rocking the Lorwyn Japanese Foil Islands and the Japanese Foil Odyssey Plains.
Are they Japanese?
Yes.
I thought he had some Chinese ones too.
Those are in his mono white deck.
Oh, okay. He has different quantities.
Yes. It's a little bit harder to gain. Like, good luck obtaining a large quantity of that specific Odyssey Plains and Japanese foil.
I'm sure it's very expensive.
Depending on where you get it. If it's on sick deals, it's $60. If it's on a regular, like being sold by a regular human being on a regular website, it's like $30.
Okay.
But if it's on sick deals, it's $60 because that's a sick deal.
That's a pretty sick deal.
Like, I like paying 200% of the value. It's how you get maximum value.
I'll probably stick with FBB lands for a while, unless I can
I
pick up some Japanese showdown lands for decently cheap.
I recently switched over to FBB lands on my Legacy deck.
Heck yeah.
Not dual lands.
I mean, yeah. Reach my scrub.
Yeah, for now. I think I'll pick up the Japanese Lion's Eye Diamonds before I pick up the FBB duels.
That's reasonable. I mean, I could probably pick up some like FBB duels, but
Good.
I spend my money on FBB basics and foil remands and foil filler cards.
I don't honestly know what I spend my money on, is the thing. I just have money and then I don't have money. Food. Recently I spent a large quantity on medical equipment, glasses, yes. And I'm still regretting that. I'm probably going to resend that decision.
That's reasonable, but you also need glasses.
Yeah, but I also need money.
Nah, you're fine.
Nah, it's fine. Yeah, you're right. Who needs eyes? I'll specialize in no eyes.
Yeah, you'll just go blind, and then you'll be like that one person that uses like the braille sleeves.
Yeah.
You figured it out.
I can start doing deck checks and stuff. Anyways, alright, so Sebastian's in here with all the mana in the world.
Sorry about that, folks. I lost it in response to one of Nathaniel's jokes.
Alright, so Michael, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
How well did you do through middle school?
Yeah? Why?
Specifically, how well did you do in English class?
Through middle school?
Yeah, through middle school.
Yeah, pretty decently.
Were you pretty good at, like, did you ever participate in any spelling bees or anything?
No.
Okay.
I was too lazy.
Did you know how when you were younger to spell Queller?
What?
Did you know how to spell Queller when you were younger? In middle school, Michael.
No, what? Probably not.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't remember things from like 2 weeks ago.
Spell Queller.
Yeah.
I said that in a tournament once, so it's great. My opponent did not enjoy it. I did.
I'm not enjoying it now,
And no one ever enjoys
to be
it.
honest.
Only I enjoy myself.
There's a dismember. That member.
Hmm.
Beat you to it.
Alright, so if Sebastian has counterspell, he's probably going to fight over this because this dismember is a killing creature that Sebastian has, and it's also letting Corey draw 3.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, he's just going to snap Logic Nod it and hope that Corey doesn't have a spell pierce.
That would be sad.
Oh, snap negate specifically.
I mean, that's fine. It's like the same thing.
Yeah, no, it's exactly the same thing. Except for he doesn't have to exile any cards, and I just missed those in his graveyard.
I mean, there's things he doesn't mind exiling, like a fetch land, like 2 ops.
Yeah, he has plenty of things he can exile. That being said, Corey down to no threat on board, but he is holding some threats in hand.
Yeah, he can deploy 1 here.
I think he's just deploying 1, passing, and threatening possible lethal next turn.
Always.
Like, if you have an infect creature, you're threatening lethal. That's how it works.
Generally, yeah.
90% of the time, it works all of the time.
Good old, I was gonna say, good old, Mexican standoff, but, Sebastian's taking an action.
Yep. Sebastian taking action. Corey. I mean, if Corey has protection spell, he plays it here.
Yeah, like, I don't honestly know what he's thinking about here. Maybe he's thinking about
What to
his
fetch?
beard.
He's thinking about his beard. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
pretty good beard.
It is a pretty good beard.
Like on all, like of all the possible beards you could have, his beard is pretty up there. Blossoming defense.
I guess he wanted to hold up his... Okay, so I guess he was fetching in case he needed to Pendlehaven to, like, protect against an Electrolyze.
So does he still play Dryad Arbor in his version?
I think he plays Dryad Arbor in the sideboard. And this... I don't know, he's changed up the list a little bit since I last saw it.
Okay.
Last I saw the list, which was last week, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
he was playing 1 Dryad Arbor in the sideboard.
Because it may be something that's not in his deck, but it's a thing that Sebastian would at the very least have to play around. Is the possibility of, if the Blighted Agent were to die, fetching for a Dryad Arbor and then pumping it to block the Snapcaster Mage.
Yes.
The tech.
Super secret tech.
Alright. So if Corey has it, he probably goes for it here.
Yeah, like, he's not winning a long game anymore. He needs to just try to kill him.
Yeah, close that gap.
Although, I do believe he has to deal with a whole 10 here.
Oh, he has to deal with the full 10. Like,
Gonna be pretty hard to do with what? 3 cards? 2 cards?
3 cards. The way he's flipping his cards indicates 3 cards.
Alright, we're starting off with a Pendlehaven pump.
So, 2 power now. We're
8 more.
20% of the way.
Quick math. Smoke tree.
Alright. Okay. We're 30% of the way there now.
Alright. Oh, and we're attacking.
Alright, so Sebastian takes 3, and he's at 3 infect. He does have to worry about next turn, the Blighted Agent will be a 2-1, so...
We need to get more of those black dice. We need to get more black dice.
Yes.
So we can use them for, like, infect and Planeswalker loyalties and...
Things to pick up.
Yeah. What are we laughing about?
That's fair, Casca. I am sorry. I have disappointed you. I have brought dishonor on my family, this stream, and my cow.
And your cow? That's...
My family's cow, specifically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, we doing it again?
So,
3 more. Let's go.
now if Corey has 4 pump, being either a Might of Old Krosa or a Kicked Binds of Astwood, he can win the game this turn.
I mean, that looks like something. That's 3 mana. Nothing else for gold.
Okay.
We're gonna draw some cards?
It's interesting.
Let's draw some cards.
So, it's interesting.
I mean,
Because I'm almost positive that he has the Might of Old Krosa in hand.
But he wants to do his cool stuff.
I think that he's trying to draw into some type of protection to go with his Might of Old Krosa.
I don't think he found it.
I don't think he found it, but he goes for it this turn. I mean, you're dead if you don't go for it. Like, you commit it. Does Sebastian have the interaction?
His hand looks like Spell Snare, Unknown,
Yeah.
Dead. Hopefully.
Rude.
I
But-
mean,
Yeah, hopefully. He said.
that is what Corey is
Oh.
hoping. And
Nope.
it's
Looks like that settles it.
they're staying off this time. Not really. I need to not play with this. That thing's too fun. Oh, do we have interaction? What's going on here? Oh no, that was getting land off subtle.
Yeah.
I missed that. Yeah, because I was playing with the light switch.
So he's dead. Corey's dead.
Yeah, Corey's pretty dead.
It's a neat game. Sebastian did some stuff. Corey did some stuff.
Corey did some cool stuff.
So let's try to recap everything that was missed by me when I was not here. So
Well, I mean, you were here.
my brief note on Corey was that in Modern is a format that just kind of anything is viable. So you can play whatever you want to a degree.
To a degree, yeah.
So there are different camps and ways you can like gain advantage at tournaments. There's the camp of trying to play something that no one's expecting to get like surprise points on someone and win games. Right now, Corey's doing that with Infect. He's putting in long game and card draw that's not normally expected inside of Infect. So, Corey falls in that camp, but he also falls in the camp of playing a deck that you're just really familiar with in Modern. You do not start at 31.
I wish you started at 30.
So picking a deck that you're really familiar with, in this case, Corey has played Infect a lot in the past, and he's currently throwing things in Infect to see if he can make it viable as of right now. Other things I said is that a lot of times with Infect you'll see a lot of experimentation. You'll see it when it succeeds, but you don't see that awkward phase when like Colin Smolin is just like, oh no, I'm gonna play dinosaurs, and then you just had that brilliant spark of wait, humans are better than dinosaurs. They can survive an extinction.
But can they survive a star of extinction?
Some humans can.
Fair.
So
We have Alex.
So there was that. I mentioned that with Sebastian's deck, I personally don't think that Jeskai Flash or Jeskai Tempo are at a good spot anymore. I think that those decks are good when the format gets to be either focused around like doing combo things or doing kind of like bulky things, i.e. like prison decks, etc., etc. But
Yeah.
right now everyone's kind of doing a diverse amount of things. So like you're losing a lot of points in a lot of different matchups to gain small points in other matchups that are less relevant.
Mhm.
So
Man, deja vu.
Deja vu. So
It's like I heard this already.
no, I'm not gonna play Deja Vu.
Please don't. If you're playing anything, play Africa by Toto.
I'll play my Discover Weekly playlist.
Please don't. If it's awful like mine, I don't want to hear it.
So the first song was good.
Okay, that's usually how it goes.
It was like a hype electronic music thing, right? Electronic song.
Yeah.
Next song was just rap.
Okay.
It was like a long drawn out intro. It was actually kind of awful. But like I laughed at it 'cause like it's kind of funny.
Understandable.
So
So, I would ask what you think Corey's bringing in, but we have no idea what to expect from his sideboard.
I don't know.
Like,
He's probably bringing in some Dowers.
yeah, he could literally bring in anything in the colors blue and green.
Um.
Oh yeah, he is playing Smuggler's Doctor. Forgot about that.
Dude, I don't know what he brings in here. From Sebastian's side, I don't know what he brings in either. He just sees this Aspertol deck and he's just like, what do I do here?
What he needs to bring in is not dropping his deck all over the table.
I mean, dropping your deck inside of Corey's basement is one of the better places to drop it because like it's good to stay there. It's gonna stay there.
That's fair. It's probably better than like dropping it in my room.
Yeah, it's probably better than dropping off a balcony.
I mean, that's where my that's what deserves to have it in my deck.
I had that happen once.
What?
Back when I played the Yu-Gi-Oh. So me and my friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh, who cares?
Yeah, but no, it's a good story. So me and my
Okay.
friend like bought some Yu-Gi-Oh decks, right? So we were just like shuffling up, like testing the new set, and just like, where can we play? And we were like, it's a nice day outside. Let's go play on the balcony.
Uh-huh.
So we played on the balcony. A little bit of wind happened.
A little bit.
Just a little bit of wind.
Okay.
The entire deck went off the balcony.
Just yours?
Yeah. I think my friend just kind of like, I think that the way we were sitting, it just kind of like the wind hit his bad, and he was able to like catch it and stuff. That was just like he's actually not a functioning human being who can like react to things in a reasonable way, which I am not.
Did you win?
Did I win the game that my deck fell off?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the episode of Yu-Gi-Oh where Weevil Underwood threw Yugi's prize card off the ship?
Yeah.
It was basically that.
So you won.
Like in the long run, I went.
Oh.
In the long run, I went.
I mean,
won.
yeah, you're not playing Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, so that's good.
Like I have the soul of a Egyptian god pharaoh inside of me.
Oh, okay. So you just stack your deck to win.
I stack my deck to win, and
Judge.
I use my grandfather's deck, which has no bad cards.
Judge?
I also now realize that there was that awkward moment of you just like turning off your mic when I had my mic off because I said the one comment.
Oh yeah, your mic was off then.
Yeah, so no one else heard it, and you were just dying. You couldn't handle the comment. We're not gonna repeat the comment. It was hot fire, but like,
We should repeat the.
no, we're not
comment.
repeating comment.
Okay,
There's no way to regain that context.
it was pretty good.
Pretty good comment. So I did overhear something from Corey in there. He said, "You're gonna see my fun cards now." Now that concerns me.
Now
Because-
you're gonna see my fun card.
because like
You thought we were having fun before? Now we're having fun.
you just kind of like pull out cards that just have little pictures of Dio drawn on them. They don't have any words or anything. It's just like, this is
No.
my stand.
They're gonna have some words. They're just gonna say, "But it was me, Dio."
So
Except each one's just gonna have one letter of it on there.
he's trying to examine Exodia. Only Exodia is Dio. You just replace one of the scenes in Yu-Gi-Oh where he's like, I summon Exodia. And it's just like Exodia starts popping out, and then just Dio's face comes over Exodia's face, and he's like, "You thought you were gonna get Exodia, the Forbidden
Oh man,
One."
should we use the foil card for Infect, or would that make no sense?
Nah, it would make no sense.
Damn it.
Also, did you notice that I was trying to do that advantage meter with that green card against Ryan?
Yeah, we me and Sebastian made some comments about it.
We should have an advantage meter.
No, we should not.
Who's advantage right now? Corey is.
Advantage
Advantage meter, Corey.
I don't know. I think it's the Sebastian's favorite.
He hasn't even done anything yet. You can't have the advantage if you haven't done
He has
it.
the better lane.
Okay, he has better lane in play. So if Corey won this turn, would he be advantaged?
Oh, he's got 2 lanes in play now. He has 3 permanents in play.
He has
Advantage
Smuggler's
Advantage is-
Copter.
completely in his favor.
Sebastian,
Sebastian's like, what?
Sebastian's dying. He can't comprehend.
This is great. These are my fun cards.
These are the cards that have been entrusted to me by my grandfather. They change their effects depending on the game. We are Yu-Gi-Oh now.
So does that mean we're getting an anime where the anime has different card effects than the actual card game?
Yes, of course.
Hell yeah! So every time we cast Divination, we have to say that what it does is you pick up the top 2 cards from your deck and place them directly into your hand.
What does that nauseum do? You take your entire deck, you put it in your hand.
Sebastian's over there like, oh man, I have this really good card advantage powerhouse. Known as Search for his Kanto.
Corey's like, you want to see
Corey's
my card
like,
advantage powerhouse?
My card advantage powerhouse kills you.
Look at this card advantage, Sebastian. I'm gonna dump my infect creature to draw a card.
Wait, did Corey crew with both of his guys?
No. He used Ink Moth to activate Ink Moth, and he used Ink Moth to activate Copter.
Oh yeah, that's how it works. Because if you use it self to activate it, it's tapped.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm too far gone from you.
For me,
Yeah.
that's good. Just think, the parts that I was being really bad, I actually wasn't on. Only your responses can be heard.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. Wow. Wow.
It brings much joy.
What is Sebastian's hand? I see. Is that 2 Quellas?
I can't quite tell. I know there's Lightning Helix. That's about it.
Okay. I see a Dispel from Corey.
Yep. He's gonna crew that Smuggler's Copter, and he's gonna get in with the Copter.
Card advantage. No, he's gonna squelch that trigger, Corey.
Alright, Corey picked up Greenland relevantly, which I believe he was choked on prior.
The only way Corey's deck. Oh,
When you have too much card advantage,
that seems aggressive. The only way Corey's deck can be more fun is by putting Lotus Cobra in. Because if you want to have some fun, let me tell you, Lotus Cobra is the way to do it.
Lotus Cobra's a pretty good card. Which spell?
That one, the Lightning Helix.
Mm.
See, I know what you were going for there. And I say no.
This,
Just like that.
Is it this spell?
It's the Helix. Of the Lightning variety.
So if I was holding the Lightning Helix, it would be this spell. This spell
no,
right here.
No, because it's that Lightning Helix, not the one you have.
Oh.
It's that spell. Not this spell.
How about that spell?
Nathaniel, could you please stop? I will mill it. Another Lightning Helix.
So there's gonna be a. I feel like this game's gonna be like going on for a bit.
Yeah, maybe we'll go to time.
We haven't gone to time in a bit.
We
been a bit.
haven't. It was close.
It was a long time ago. It was like, it feels like a year ago, honestly.
Wasn't it just like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, a year ago.
I'm done.
No, Michael, I can't carry this on my own. I'm not as strong as you. Alright, so anyways, so...
Don't you ever do that again.
I'll make it my resolution to never do it again.
Alright, I'm back. What'd I miss?
Assyrian Visions.
No, exciting.
Um,
I'm too bad I didn't have the great vision to see it. That was too forced, I'm sorry. So, looks like nothing's still happening.
Oh yeah, no, we're in the tank. I don't know who's in the tank, is the thing. I just know that one of them
Is in the tank.
is firmly in the tank. Like, they are currently trying to figure out how to afford monthly payments on their tank. Because they were in it. They were in it for a long time. They were in that tank. They bought that tank. They're no longer renting the tank. They bought it.
They bought it?
That's their tank.
They're not leasing it?
No, they're not leasing.
Holy fuck.
Like, I don't know where they got the money for the tank.
Yeah,
But they're in it now.
who can afford that?
Who can afford a tank? Apparently, whoever's turn it is.
Not a Magic player. That's
Well,
for sure.
I mean, here we are, though. He owns a tank.
You right.
Yeah.
Lightning Helix, Cave Return, Spell Queller, other card that I didn't see.
And, Corey, casting
Blighted
a Blighted dude.
That won't ever be blocked.
No, can't be done, can't blocked. Can't be blocked.
Correct.
Amazing.
You think Sebastian Spell Quellers it?
Maybe. I mean,
Do you think he calls that spell? He thinks he's going to spell that. Quell that spell.
He thinks he's gonna spell that quell.
You fucked me up, Pam. I'm sorry. I can't handle this.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Do they?
No, only me.
Only you? Understandable.
Alright, Coy's getting frisky.
Alright. Do you think Sebastian's gonna block?
No, Sebastian takes it. Like, he can't be killed. He has never died.
But didn't he die last game? Or last match?
Never died.
Never died?
Never died. Is he currently alive right now? You can't
You
be alive if you've been dead. Therefore, he's
know.
never died. Therefore, he's immortal.
Let's go check his pulse.
Sebastian is immortal 2018.
Only in 2018?
20XX, sorry.
Well, what happened if he's only immortal in 2018? What happens when it turns 2019? Is he
doesn't.
no longer immortal?
Yeah.
So, we finally figure out how it works. Everyone's immortal for 1 year in their life. Only one.
That's amazing.
But you don't know what year it's gonna be.
I think we've just seen through the Matrix. Like, we have figured out, guys.
Like,
No, better theory. What if you're immortal until the year that you're not immortal? But you don't know it's the year that you're no longer immortal.
holy shit.
Alright, I'm gonna go write a book.
Whomstead woke. Attacking with the spell queller.
That is what we call in the business a ballsy.
I mean, he's got to get him dead.
Yeah.
Like, that spell queller ain't blocking.
That's about why I'm blocking. I thought Corey's pants were a dog. I was like, where the hell?
Where did Corey get a dog?
How did it get down here? Also, what
To
type of
kill
dog is that?
Sebastian. That's how Sebastian dies. He's immortal except to
What's,
animals.
wait. According to the... There's not a cat in the Chinese Zodiac, is there? There's not. There's not a year of the cat.
I don't think so.
Because I was going to say, if there was a year of the cat, that would be the year that Sebastian would die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't there a dog one?
Yeah, but he's less allergic. Like, he
He's
won't
still
die.
allergic to dogs.
He might become, like, comatose, but he won't, like, be dead.
He's allergic to, like, all but maybe one of the Chinese Zodiac. That's
Yeah.
probably the dragon.
I'm just throwing this here. We're not giving this information to kill our little Sebastian. We need him.
No, we love him dearly. We need him to not die.
We need him to be the decent Magic player in the group. Because God knows we don't have one.
We do not.
I don't know. Corey's decent.
Corey's
These two right here,
pretty decent.
they're the best part of this group.
Yeah.
Everyone else, garbage.
Everyone else is pretty garbage. A lightning bolt. Being cast. Target.
You want a good little search for that lightning bolt.
Corey think if he protects it, and he does.
He protect it.
He attack, but also he protect. And also he infect.
Still makes me mad that Wizards made an actual official one of those.
He did?
Yes.
What was it?
Quality and her dinosaur.
What was it? What did it say?
He attack, but also he protect. But most importantly, he fuck. I can't remember. Well, I'll look
Where
up
my
later.
phone? That's whatever. I don't need it.
So, how do you spell Hualti?
Huatli.
H-U-A.
Huatli.
So, chat, you can't see what we're looking at, but right now we're looking at Hualti Protect meme.
Huatli. Not halty.
Dude, I don't know how to spell.
I don't either, but I know how to spell.
I can't play this deck because I don't know how to spell
Huatli.
Queller.
Please stop.
God. 2017 Magic memes. If someone like posts a link to it in the group chat, I'll like donate myself to you.
You mean in Twitch chat?
Twitch chat. What did I say?
Group chat? It's like the same thing.
It's basically a Twitch chat.
We're all a big group of Magic players.
Alright, open.
So both Ink Moths getting activated. Roar.
Rar.
We found it.
We found it. All right, read that meme out loud for us.
He protect,
Okay.
he attack,
Okay.
but most importantly,
Uh-huh.
he got her back.
How about
Who doesn't love a good dino boy?
this one though? These are all memes officially created by Watsy. Watsy is in the business of memes now. It's a bad business.
Oh, that's savage. Those are squirrels.
It's the mood chart of squirrels.
Sure. Why is
I ask
What?
myself that every morning. Why is?
someone texting me?
It was me.
Excuse me, I need to see what this text is about.
Alright. So Inkmoth and XI are getting in there. Sebastian was casting a Kozilek's return. It got countered.
I don't know this number.
Counter resolved. Passed one of his Inkmoth.
And it says, come
XI.
by Friday to celebrate Little Christmas. XOXOXOXO.
I'm not saying that like you shouldn't respond to that, but you shouldn't respond to that. You should
I don't know who this
block
is.
that number.
I probably should.
It's actually me.
Is it?
No, it's not.
I don't know who the fuck this is.
So, while we're in the mystery of who is texting the Michael, let's get back to the game.
We're back in the game.
Worth noting,
We have 5 minutes and 40 seconds left.
has it been that long?
Apparently. I mean, we did go like 20 minutes with you being silent, so.
We went we went a long time with me being
It
silent.
was like 15 actually.
that was a grave injustice to the world.
It was. I was like by myself. I was really lonely.
You were by yourself, and then there was that moment that you couldn't even handle it. Like you just checked out, and like chat just like, what the hell? What just got said? And like they're never gonna know, chat. You're never gonna know.
I hope when we go back and watch this, you can barely hear you.
And
Just sit that one joke, barely hear it.
I mean, I can just barely see what's going on right now, which is relevant.
But can you barely spell?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like Sebastian getting aggressive.
Sebastian winning the game pretty. 7-9. He can do 11 damage this turn,
That's pretty good.
or he could just not do 11 damage. I mean, he could just swing there for 7.
He could also not deal. You're correct.
If he had one more mana, he could swing for lethal. Actually, that's pretty amazing how burn spells work in
It
Magic
is.
the Gathering. He's trying to do math right now. It doesn't work. His math doesn't check out. Not a fan of it. Bad math.
Bad math.
Now Corey's thinking about it, and he has to make some math. How do you feel about Corey's math? You like Corey's math? I don't like Corey's math.
I don't like Corey's math.
His math is, and my dad, and then the math checks out. Your dad. Oh, Corey, activating Inkmoth. Block Medallion click.
Gonna do some blockies.
It's not good. It's not good. It's not worth it. It's dead.
It's dead. I mean, it's definitely not worth it. But
He has to do it, but like he's also dead next turn.
he'll need to see what series of actions could he take off this one draw?
Echoing Truth.
He could Ancestral Recall
Okay.
into land Alurid
Okay.
into Shardless Agent into another Ancestral Recall.
Another. So anyways, this stream's it's been
It's had its ups and downs.
it's ups and downs. So were there any other things that we should bring back up that were missed when I was talking? I made some notes about the match between Ryan and Sebastian. Those are probably a little dated by this point.
I don't
Um,
remember.
um,
It's all in the past.
It's all in the past. My past, currently in flames.
Well, not anymore. Game's over.
Game's over. So, I believe that's going to be the last of our matches for the night.
Probably. It is
Thank-
11.
Thank you for the people that stuck around. All looks like 18 of you.
Stuck around while it was just me.
So, real
All
quick
by myself.
before everyone leaves, though, to kind of fill everyone in, I think that the plan, I can't confirm this as of now, but the plan that right now working at is we're gonna have a couple different people who are locally known as like pretty decent Legacy players, and we're gonna have like do a little Legacy. It's not the most relevant thing, but Legacy's always fun to watch, always fun to talk about.
Yeah.
Um,
Always nice to have a change of pace too. Because
So-
I've been doing a lot of modern.
and we're gonna have like a little. We'll have at least a couple different faces in. And we're gonna for special funsies. I'm probably gonna be in the booth for a good portion of it. I'm gonna give someone else my main deck, which is Storm, Nauseam Tendrils, not the bad Storm.
What about DTFT?
Sure. It's dead.
What if I bring DTFT? Will you let me play it?
Nope.
Why not?
I mean, you can, sure.
Okay.
Someone's playing Storm though, so you're gonna get to
I
hear
mean, it's Storm.
you're gonna get to hear me talk over someone playing Storm, and I'm really bad about like being upset when people misplay with Storm. Like
Fair.
I'll yell at them, I'll disown them. They are no longer part of my family.
What about their cow?
Their cow gone,
That's rude.
just gone,
That's pretty rude.
like gone from this the face of this earth. It never existed.
I don't know. Who are you?
Who am I? That's a good question. Those and many other questions will not be answered next week. So, anyways, as always, thank you for tuning in to the Get There stream, and sorry for just completely bopping my mic and making everyone could hear a good old loud noise. So, anyways,
Always nice having y'all.
yep.